young.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's one of his first films.
No,
We are live.
Even I've seen The Quick and the Dead.
Well,
Anyways, how's everybody doing?
There's 3, I believe.
Where we were talking. So
Raining in, folks.
welcome to our at this point fourth episode of my campaign and of our campaign, because we're a group and we love each other and we're like a family and all that good shit.
I love you, man.
Yeah. Even though Sean, who will not be joining us this day, refused to hug me after the game yesterday. It kind of hurt my feelings a little bit, but that's okay.
Yesterday.
Not yesterday, last week.
Oh, he's still human, that's why.
Anyways.
That's okay. He wasn't happy with me either on Saturday.
Anyways, but yeah, our friend Sean isn't going to be joining us today for baby troubles. As far as y'all go, Silas has some business that he wishes to take care of. So he will not be joining y'all for y'all's escapade today. What business? Who fucking knows? But we're going to go ahead and move on. Last time we had this on last session, they met the king of the island of Ocean, finding out that his son was cursed by a hag. The king hired this misfit band of folks calling themselves currently the Cursebreakers. Will that name stick? Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see. I like it. Anyways,
I do too.
We ended at y'all having an audience with the king, and y'all wish to, and that's that. Game on. What are we doing? You're still.
We're still.
From the king?
Are we still in audience with the
You're
king?
still in the audience chamber. If y'all have anything y'all wish to continue speaking with the king, otherwise we can cease it.
Okay.
I know Ken Cornflakes did.
Yeah, I do have a couple of questions. So, given the nature of the situation, and how dangerous this task is, which I know that you're offering compensation, generous compensation, by the way, but we do have a little bit of business in town that we promised to take care of before we did anything else after the mine.
Mm-hmm.
The shadows that plague that we're going to deal with.
You see him briefly whisper to Nevian. Everybody, give me a perception check.
Sure.
Yeah. That's a 19 on the die.
Nice.
Oh, that was the wrong die.
20.
My bad.
Nope.
20. Nice.
Let's see, my total is...
4?
22.
He's just kind of like.
Oh, 20. Wait,
dazed
I
out.
didn't.
Yeah, add your perception
Oh,
to
that
it.
didn't matter.
He rolled a nat 20. Nice. Well, anybody who got 20 or better.
No, I didn't.
5.
23.
Anybody who got a 20 or better, you basically just hear the. Hello!
Hello.
Hello.
Y'all basically just hear the king whisper to Nevian, who is just like, what did you... Basically, he's asking him, what do you know about these shadows? And Nevian whispers back, honestly, your majesty, I was so focused on taking care of your son, I've never heard of this either. And then, basically, ignorant towards the situation, and you just kind of give him, he kind of like has a face palm, or closes his eyes.
You should know about
Nothing in particular, and just...
insight.
Insight.
It's an 18 in total.
Inside a riot.
Can I do
I'm not
insight?
gonna
Yeah,
get
you
it.
can do insight.
Alright.
Oh, okay.
I only got
Are you
13.
letting everybody do it?
I may if you like. No reason not to. No reason not to.
I got 13.
This
I
guy.
got 12.
He looks shit.
We're about the same on that.
What'd you get?
1.
Hard to.
On the
to
die
read.
anyway.
Hard to read.
14.
14.
I got an 18 in total.
Well,
He's hiding something
that's
nice.
funny.
I know.
Hard to read. What'd you get?
14.
Okay. Everybody else, y'all can sense guilt in his voice.
What's the matter, my lord? What's the matter, king? What's his name again?
Actually, y'all never asked him for his name.
Oh yeah, we never did.
No,
That
actually
sounds
we didn't.
rude of us.
Y'all actually never asked him because,
So I would say, What is wrong, my lord? I'm sorry, I don't know your name. I'm not from this land.
Oh yes, Nevian speaks up. You are speaking to King, for anybody who is a history nerd, King Carolus.
Carolus.
I'm probably butchering that pronunciation.
Spell it.
Carolus.
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 Or Carolus.
Carolus, yeah.
Oh, I think Carolus sounds really nice.
I think the pronunciation is Carolus, but y'all can go with whatever. It's named after a famous king from Sweden. Anyways, even though this is more of a Celtic setting, but whatever. Anyways, yes, thank you. No, it's just, it's difficult to. This is the first time I've ever had I was helping another nation with a war. I would never have. My people are being neglected because of it. My situation with my son is having me spread my sources even thinner. Just know what you're doing for my people is very appreciative, even if you're getting paid for your services.
Sure, we appreciate the acknowledgement. But the point being is that from what we've been told information with Galley to be of magical persuasion and are rather resilient to mundane weaponry. So my question unto you is there anything in the castle that you could give? Maybe you can offer us some assistance, maybe?
Shadows are very dangerous.
He turns towards Nevian, and Nevian looks back at the king, and he says, "I know what you're about to ask, Your Majesty, but I need to keep my eyes on the prince. I can't let him escape again, and I seem to be the only listener. Go for it."
I got a theory about him. 20, dirty 20.
You can basically tell that his concern for the prince is legitimate. Him being an elf, he is harder to read than most, but being well traveled, and you probably dealt with elves before yourself, you can tell from the pitch and everything that despite his stoic disposition at least in the last day, you can tell that while he would be difficult to read, he is legitimately worried over the prince.
Okay.
But there is that Temple of Reu that was recently built, and they did send a trainee from. They've been trying to get this trainee from Grand Noah back to her home safely. She completed her training recently. She could be an assistant, and y'all are going to Grand Noah as well. Your Majesty, we could possibly have them hire her to help them out with this situation, and in exchange, they can escort her back to her home.
That is a possibility.
She's not. Do you think? I imagine at this point she's about on their skill level.
What's her name?
I believe her name is Penelope. Well, that's the case.
Sounds reasonable to me.
They were
We could use help.
Well, they were looking to hire somebody for this, but if y'all are going into a life-threatening situation, this could be a way for her to pay her way back home. She was specifically sent to the Temple of Reu for training due to her disposition. Grand Noah has a grand temple to Heronius, but she's not the combat type, but her healing capabilities are. But Reo is known for bringing out some magnificent healers.
So she can heal her then.
That and Clerics, yes, even some of them. Yes, Your Majesty. Clerics are typically trained at some level of combat capability as well.
She's a cleric.
We need that.
Yeah.
I agree.
So, and you see the scribe walk up to him with this letter. You see the king put a wax stamp onto it. Take this to the Temple of Reu. Since you asked. Just hand him that letter. That should handle everything.
What time of day is it?
Okay, so y'all did y'all shopping fairly early in the morning, and then y'all got the details of the cave the same day. I would say about maybe mid-morning is when y'all got to the cave.
Right.
And I would probably say maybe early afternoon was whenever y'all started y'all's journey over here. So I'd say about maybe mid-afternoon. Maybe mid
So
to
still
late
sunlight, so we can.
afternoon.
Well, I plan on taking on the shadows, and I would appreciate any help that we can get.
I'm not gonna have, if my people need your help, I'm not gonna force you off the island. As a matter of fact, as I said before, the money that you have right now is silence money. If you choose to do this deed for me, then you'll get paid in full.
Of course, I completely understand. But I would like to.
Because you don't let people.
Yeah. I also would like to know what stores or shopkeepers, if any, that you personally would recommend or know have good wares.
You see him motion, and this steward comes by. This gentleman is he's a tax collector. He knows the town better than anybody else in this court, and show them around. As a matter of fact, as a tax collector, if they need lodging for the night, I want you to vouch for them at the local inn, and pay for their expenses on the crown. Yes sir, right away. Do I go now or no? Well, y'all have anything else y'all wish to discuss?
One last thing. And I'm sorry, I know I'm being checked.
No.
There are certain things that, we're explorers, and to be honest, well, we just met not too long ago. Yeah, everybody agree. Yeah. Thing is that in there we kind of got our asses kicked a little bit, so we could use some better equipment and stuff. And I know that you guys are sparing for the war effort, etc., etc. But is there any way that maybe you can put in a word of the king to shops in the castle city to maybe give us a slight discount?
Roll me a charisma check or a persuasion check.
That's 18 in total.
Man, you're rolling hot tonight.
Well, I've got a high persuasion.
Yeah, you are. You could pull. You would be able to pull off the face.
They're great.
I can be more than happy to say that
We lost James.
he turns. What happened? You okay, buddy?
He's in euphoria with Cookie.
Cookie boys.
Never seen you act
Not a
like
lot
that.
of fighting going on for the fighter at the moment, so focus on the cookies.
Cookie monster.
You want another one?
Oh, I didn't know cookies.
He needs to make
Hey,
a
no,
map
that's
to where
fine.
all the
Hey, hand me a
bakeries
cookie.
are.
Yeah, 10 gold for a cookie.
You want a cookie? 10 gold per.
Wow.
Get it.
The king just
Oh
gives
my.
you 10 gold for no reason.
There you go. I took 30.
God damn.
Because I was very generous
And we
towards
thought
the...
he was the Cookie Monster.
Your Highness, I do have a question, if I may ask.
Real quick, did I finish yours? Let me finish
Not
this real
quite.
quick.
You were saying how you were gonna
Cookie distraction. I didn't.
Cookie distraction.
potentially give a discount or order a discount for us.
Tell them that they're friends, that they're associate.
Nice guy.
It's complicated because y'all aren't supposed to be associates of mine.
That's a fair point.
Let's get a code word.
I think if
Hush puppy.
Well,
Hush puppy. Yeah, we use it more.
not everybody. I don't look for people, and I never knew for.
You can be the hush puppies.
Is there any sort of group that's underground or something like that that we can pretend to be a part of?
No,
I don't
never needed such a thing before.
I mean, it's fair. If you can't do it, I appreciate the effort at the very least.
Can we get like a letter, like the letter you have, right?
When
Well, we're not supposed to be affiliated with them.
let me just let you know that the head priest of the Temple of Reu knows very well of one of the few people that know very well of my situation. Not, you could, if they're able to compensate, if they're able to give a discount at their disclosure. Like you said, important war efforts. Many of them might be willing to strike you a deal, but many of them might not. I'm leaving it up to them. You can tell them that you are guests of the crown, and that should help some.
Okay.
I mean, I'm perfectly fine with not even saying that. Being subtle at this moment would probably be our best bet.
I suppose that's true.
There he is.
Yeah, what's up?
No Sean today, so y'all are all gonna
Feel
die.
free to
'cause
take the
you're-
recliner.
Good. Thank you.
So.
Have a drink. Oh, yay! Thank you.
Oh, pour one already, huh?
Right.
Hey?
That's the one you work on, right?
Well, if that's up.
I didn't.
Personally, I think it'd be best if we took the job serious and didn't affiliate ourselves with the crown at all.
I suppose that's true. I was just
That
trying
way-
to find a way to spare coin.
Right, I understand that, but it seems
Just like the road that you.
we will have plenty of work to go by. But think of it this way: if we say we're guests of the crown, people are going to ask us who we are, how we are. Why are we guests of the crown? It only takes a few people to start spreading rumors around.
That is true.
So it probably
Very
would be-
insightful of you. What you, sir? What you had a question? Yes.
Yes, I did. I just recently came to this island on the side.
Do you have a flag?
A flag.
And if
I was
not-
making a reference.
I could always make a map for you.
We are very archaic in nature, but we do have a map of the local town and the established villages around the kingdom. But as far as one for the whole island, not yet. And well, a whole map for the whole island does sound nice. That would probably take you months to pull off, lad.
Of course. Obviously, with tasks that you I will not be able to do it, right?
But
perhaps some time.
I would, if with your skill, I would, considering whether you're able to make it back with this task done or not, I will. Yeah, there may be work for your map making skills.
Great.
I'm not even gonna try to butcher that name because I suck at pronouncing certain things. Cartographer, right?
It's cartographer.
Cartographer. I'm an ignorant twat.
Yes, you are.
Anything else y'all need?
Us?
Just,
We were just negotiating stuff.
With the king. Any questions you got for the king?
I will take a map of the town that you said.
Yeah. He'll do we have any spares? Yeah, I think we got one, Your Majesty. Okay, make sure that it gets to him before he leaves.
we also mentioned talking to an expert of the hag that we're dealing with.
Yeah.
Really?
Problem is that there's Nevian would be the highest expert, but what do you know of the and you actually can tell when you look at Nevian. He's old in compared to human years, but compared to elves, he's still fairly young. So, and you could probably guess it's because this is a nation that's not heavily associated. They might not have assigned one of their eldest here, but well, what I know of the hag is she is like I said, she's part of the Unseelie court. She's not that highly ranked, but she's ranked high enough to where we, as an elven nation, would have to respect her domain. Obviously, she's very vindictive towards humankind. Not just humans, basically any non-elf kind, even certain elves who cross into her domain are quickly punished in one way or the other. She's very caring towards those in her domain, though. It's why any creatures get released. There's a natural curse that those who don't have the strongest will must be able to overcome or be turned into what the prince was.
Okay.
That being said, it is a long process, and it could take days for it to fully take effect. As far as the hag herself, I don't know of her combat abilities, but I can assume she is a very powerful in her own. Not many of us personally have never engaged in her in conversation. She more or less allowed me to take the prince out of her domain.
Does she have a name?
Huh?
The hag. Does she have a name?
None that I know of. She's simply known as the hag. I'm pretty sure she has a name. I'm pretty sure she has a name known for those among her courts. But
Is there a library here?
my own first best library on this island. I don't want to say anything too interesting, but no, it's fine. We were a warrior culture before, and I'm trying to bring our nation into a age of enlightenment. So we got books owned by individuals here, but no formal library. Not even, again, as Nevian said, the closest thing we have to a royal library is his own personal collection.
Then, Nevian, in your collection, do you have anything that we could perhaps borrow that would give us more insight into the hag, or how things go in her kingdom and territory, so to speak?
And you see, and he asks to be excused for a moment, and you see him walk away. And about 30 minutes later, unless some of y'all have any small talk y'all want to make until then, he comes back and he hands you a book about low-level creatures of the Unseelie forest, of the Unseelie Fae. It does give details on hags and stuff. Nothing about the. You read through it and you see certain creatures such as the Yeth Hound, the Quicklings, and the Redcaps. Generally well-known to your circle, well-known evil fae, but it doesn't go into super detail. Just a general idea of what they are, and basically their personal nature. It does give some idea of their combat capabilities, but for the most part, nothing too complex. That's the best I got currently. Sadly, nothing compared to library of my book. But that's a common enough book that I could probably get another copy that I'm more than willing to give to you.
In the Grand Library of your people, are outsiders allowed in there?
Only of those of a certain stature. And even then, there's only certain sections that will allow them to look.
Understood. Thank you.
Are there any locals nearby the hag's domain that you're aware of that would know more of the hag?
Here on the heavens, no. This is all the way across the continent.
No, yeah. At Grand Noah is what he means.
Oh, and Grand Noah. If y'all are talking, Grand Noah is about the halfway point to my kingdom. If you're talking about the Elven Kingdom itself, sure, there's plenty of people plenty of the elder elves would be more knowledgeable than myself. Some may have even served with either court at some point in their lifetime.
By chance.
That's who we would ask.
Yeah, they by chance approach it.
The elders of my kind are flexible when dealing with people, but they do have a certain when you live as long as they do, you kind of have to learn to have an understanding, especially with short-lived cultures. But they do hold an air of, I wouldn't call it arrogance. Let's just say if you give them the respect that they're due for their age and their wisdom, then they'll be willing to work with you. But understand that domain becomes suspicious. You gotta understand when dealing with the Seelie and Unseelie courts, we have to remain as neutral as possible. If we show too much favoritism to one, we threaten the wrath of the other. And if I had it my way, we would be more associated with Titania and the Seelie Fae, but both sides can be very vindictive when they want to be, as if the prince is any proof of that.
As I said, perhaps it'd be best to just be subtle.
Yeah, definitely.
Just
Last thing I want to do is piss off a bunch of elves.
yeah.
Oh no, my people are very forgiving. It's the Fae that you need to watch out from pissing off.
Oh, yeah, them too.
And that's exactly what they want to avoid. Let me just put it this way. If you, as a ragtag band of hunters, go in there and kill the hag, not associated to anybody in particular, but simply offer revenge for what she may or may not have done to any of y'all, to hand against you.
Okay.
Okay.
Good to know. Very good to know. All right.
But politics are what they are, even amongst the courts of the Feywilds. Any
Twisted
in
hands.
character opinion of that, Kenna?
No in character comments.
Okay. Is there anything else any of you need? That sounded more hostile than it should.
I think I would rather like to go toward the city.
Yeah. Head to the castle city and shopping. Merchandise one.
So, I'll be your guide. Hello, my name's Dan. Tax Collector Dan.
Tax Collector Dan.
Tax collector Dan.
That's the name I pulled out of my ass.
What
Sorry.
is he?
He's human. Basically, other than you very rarely find anybody who the halfling that y'all met, and he already came from another land, and the elf and Nevian are so far the only non-humans you'll have seen.
Okay.
All
Good.
right.
No. And we can assume that the prince is not human either. Yeah.
No, he adopted a satyr.
Ah. Cool.
No.
Hey, I'm all for diversity.
Yeah, I mean, if you ask about the prince, they'll probably just be kind of like, but no, he's human. So, gentlemen and ladies, where would y'all like to go first? I could show you out to the inn. I could take you to the smithy. We got a nice herbalist who is wanting to cure items that would help you survive against creatures. He's actually, somewhat gifted in the magical arts. Probably the only one on the island capable of so. And then we got a nice, lovely jewelry shop.
Well, I think in order to purchase anything, first we should procure some more gold.
That's true.
So, the general goods store?
Or we can sell.
Or we can sell the gems at the jewelry store.
You
What
can.
about the gear, the weapons?
That's right.
Well, yeah, that's
We
what
can sell all as well.
Like I said, grab a whole diamond if no one needs it.
I certainly don't need it. Does
I
anyone
will
else
say
need it?
this much: I brought that diamond in mainly for any spellcasters that wanted to use the.
Like, not diamond in
But-
that.
Huh? But if so, that's a discussion to ask for the spellcasters.
Yeah. If you get me it first, then I won't grab it.
Yeah, we could use it for the chromatic sphere. Or was it
Chromatic
orb?
sphere.
Yeah.
But there is a gem shop in town.
So
There is
maybe
the
we'll buy
opportunity.
our own.
There is the opportunity to purchase another gem.
We also have sapphire.
We've got one
sapphire.
ruby, one emerald, one sapphire.
Well, y'all technically at this point y'all have a ton of gems now from the horde.
Oh, yeah.
But just know that
That was the other
ruby,
thing I meant to
emerald, and
ask.
sapphire collectively is worth 100. If I'm not mistaken, whatever y'all sell now, y'all got about 400 just straight cash from the cave itself to split amongst y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all got 200 personally for each of y'all, and then whatever the fuck y'all sell for, and I'm gonna let y'all worry about
So
keeping
we
that
each
on
have
track.
200 amongst ourselves, and we have 400 to split,
50
plus whatever. Well, plus
Plus the 50 to add that save it for something
I
else.
say we save the diamonds.
Yeah, the diamond's probably more expensive.
But
That way, next time you level up, you can get chromatic sphere.
That too. So 200 amongst each of us, and then 400 to split plus whatever money we make
now,
from selling.
again, there is a Crush's Gem shop if y'all want to
Yeah.
buy more diamonds or more material components that are related to sparkly things. Then y'all can do that there.
Sparklies.
So,
Yeah.
so y'all wish to sell your weapons from those Gaulish, disgusting
We wish
goblins.
to sell the goblins' weapons. Yes.
So I'll take y'all straight to the smithy then. Maybe he'll be willing to buy up what y'all have.
Good.
Sounds
they-
good.
Sounds good to me.
And while y'all are there, you strong-looking gentlemen and miss could maybe polish up your weapons. So, let's go. And you see him.
Once a
Tax collector.
That's
For
what
that.
I'm saying.
IRS.
I don't need an inside check to see what he's up to.
So
He's into coin.
he directs y'all, takes y'all straight to this the other smithy. When y'all go to it, the one in the small town, y'all maybe saw a handful of weapons here and there, but it was mostly anchors, nails, horseshoes, trades, hammer, like workman's tools, like basically trade workmade stuff. When y'all walk into this one, you also see like basically at least 3 or 4 each of each kind of weapon and different armor pieces, and set at one end is a complete armor, a full half plate armor set with a spear and a shield right next to it, sort of put together as this motif of sorts. Half plate.
It's really nice.
And as y'all walk in,
It's 100 gold or less.
as y'all walk in, you see this sewing up leather armor. This woman at the anvil, looking like she's maybe in her her late 40s, beefy as hell, working the forge. And she looks up to you, looks up to the young man who's sewing, and he said, "Go back. We got customers. Go help him now." "Ah, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am." And he just walks up and he says, "Hello, welcome to our smithy. How may I help you?"
Question: the smithy, or is it
It's, probably Silva's smithery,
Selvas?
if it was going to be called anything. Again, you're basically in an old timey town where they probably don't have like fancy name shops in the front
That's
of them.
fine. Okay.
All right.
I was just wondering. And if something doesn't have a name, you just.
Oh, trust me, I'm ready to pull plenty of shit out of my ass.
Okay, cool. Alright. Well,
How much can we get for the lot of all this?
Right.
Oh my, that's a. Did y'all go raiding on somebody?
yeah, a bunch of goblins.
Goblin?
Scimitars, 20 shields, 20 pairs of leather armor, and we've also got these 2 very ugly looking scepters.
He kind of looks at the scepters, looks them up and down. No, they are made of. We could probably rework these into a mace, I guess. And you got all of those as well. And what about the bow? Did you offer the bows?
Oh, yeah.
Everything.
Be 21 bows.
21 bows. Y'all certainly busy. And you also have like a chain shirt or chainmail from
I thought
the.
somebody got that.
Oh, did somebody? Oh yeah, we ended up giving it to one of y'all, I think.
Yeah, the chain. The
Someone
chain shirt.
got it. I didn't.
Somebody got it, but I don't remember who.
I already
it
have
was.
chain now.
Was it Sean?
Might have been Sean.
Might have
Or
been.
Paladin, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm thinking it was Sean.
Okay, then never mind on that.
Oh, then 21 bows also.
Nice.
I mean, they're not in the best quality, but
They're goblins.
they're still functional. We could rework them, refurbish them, put some work into them. I could probably maybe give you about 50 silver for each single item. Maybe one gold for the armor each. There's a lot of work that needs to be done to these.
I don't do that in character. Sorry.
I was
So
gonna say.
50 silver for each weapon.
Yes.
That's a pretty.
How many weapons do we have?
21.
Five 21s.
There's,
We have
21
crossbows.
There's 20. There are 22 scimitars.
22 scimitars and 21 bows.
Let
21
me double
bows.
check the price for the scimitars, but
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's
43. What else we got?
21
Leather
shields
armor.
and 21 leather armors.
21 others. 85. 85?
85
Five.
gold,
No.
85
85
silver.
items.
85
8%.
items.
How much?
Basically half a gold piece each.
Times 50. 1,114. Am I correct?
And what, divide that by 2, and then that's.
Oh, scimitars. Never mind. Scimitars are significantly higher than I thought. Change that to 5 gold pieces each.
Oh, so
My bad.
22 of those are 5.
110
5
gold right
pieces.
there already.
That's 110 gold.
And
Okay, so 110 originally.
let me look at the bows real quick. Just sorry. I just want to make sure I'm not.
Oh, hey, take your time.
I'm not like.
I would rather we have
I'm
a.
making sure I'm not undercutting y'all too much. Like,
I would rather we have a.
no, they're the same
clear cut
price as
of
the
what we're-
scimitars and the
So we should have
Bows
the
are the same
chain
amount?
shirt also. 'cause
bows
Sean
and
says
scimitars
he
are
already
both
has
going
it.
to be
Have the
5
change-
gold each.
Yeah.
So 21.
He said that he already has it.
He already has that armor. So
Okay, hold
we
on.
still have
Okay,
that
okay.
other armor.
Oh,
21
okay.
is
And
22.
they have leather.
I
That's
see
times
you.
And
five.
so, enough, the leather's even cheap. His
You watch.
is actually cheaper, so I
Oh,
was
nice.
actually,
Hi, John.
but I'm gonna say about 1 gold piece for each of the leather armors.
So, addendum. Sean corrected us on chat. He said that
Okay.
we.
We
That
have that
he.
chainmail thing.
Yeah, he did not take that chainmail thing.
Who's
So
got
we
the
do have that.
No one.
No,
I guess no one.
If it wasn't Sean, then nobody
Let me,
had it.
I could have sworn somebody took it.
Let me pull.
No one needs it?
That's
Chainmail's
good.
pretty good. I thought Chainmail was better than Scale.
No,
No,
Scale's better.
scale's better.
skills much
Really?
better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I have Scale.
Chainmail is a step under skill, I believe.
Chainmail's.
Is this chain shirt is what he has, not chainmail.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Oh.
Chainmail is 16 AC.
Yeah, sorry, that was a misspoke on my part. It's a
Sorry.
chain. Each one of them is
Oh,
going to have
so
11
Well, 14 plus 1, so same.
chain shirt.
Chainmail is
Oh.
pretty high.
Yeah, chain shirt is a step under. The only difference is that you don't get disadvantage with chain shirts. But yeah, the chain shirt is going to be. I'm gonna say the chain shirt. Oh no, wait, the chain shirt itself is going to be worth about 10 gold pieces if you sell it. The hide armor is going to be worth 1 gold piece.
Okay. Slow down for that. So we got 21 for the weapons or gold.
5 gold.
5 gold each, so that's 131. 131 gold just from those weapons.
hmm
Now, what about everything else we have?
The hide, which are like 22 hides, right?
Yeah.
Those are going to be
21.
21 hides. It's going to be 1 gold each.
Okay, so
21
that's
gold.
21 gold.
Chain shirt you can sell for 10 gold.
So that's 10 gold.
And the shields are also going to be 1 gold. No, wait, the shields are useless planks. Sorry.
Right.
Okay.
Shields
So
are
those are
not
useless.
worth anything. And
Scrap
I think that's about the in and out of it.
So 162 gold pieces.
162 gold
Yeah.
in total.
The silver?
The silver.
No, none of it's silver.
Okay.
Yeah, he's.
I thought-
How much was the gems? 300 gold in gems?
It's 100
Yeah,
gold pieces per gem.
if y'all sell the gems, you're going to get exactly what they're worth in my game. So,
Sounds good to me. So 300.
and they'll be willing to buy the gems off of you too because they can turn them over, if anything, because it's straight monetary shit.
So it's 400 worth of gems, if I'm not mistaken.
And then, yeah, you have a total of 400 worth of gems.
So 562. What about the scepters?
The scepters, they look at those and they're kind of like looking at the scepters or looking back at y'all. They look at the 50 silver each.
50 silver. Huh?
So it's been
So what,
identified
one
yet?
gold?
1 gold for the both.
No,
of
we
them.
have not actually identified those yet.
We need to identify it.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, identify the scepters. Maybe we can get more from it. It's right
Okay.
at the right seller.
You can't say
Or buyer,
identify?
I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
They are not magical.
Wow, okay.
Oh, we tried.
Well, we could
Oh,
sell them
it's
for
true.
an
We could
actual
sell it for
piece.
2 gold.
1 gold.
1 gold.
1 gold for both of them.
Oh, 1 gold for both. Oh.
Here's
I
the
think
thing.
we should hold on for the right seller. Our right buyer might actually offer more.
Yeah, some of them
That's
buy it
actually
as novelties,
that is
maybe.
not a bad idea because
You can use them as well.
they're looking at it from a weapon standpoint, but way you look, the craftsmanship isn't particularly great. But you can tell that maybe there could be somebody who might be a collector for these sort of things.
Okay.
That's not a bad call at all.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's a weird scepter we got from a weird entity.
From a
Exactly.
clown. Just call it what it
He
was,
literally
clown.
turned it into
I mean,
Yeah.
that. From a weapon.
Do we have a deal?
That sounds good to me.
I guess so, yeah.
So 562 divided by what, 8 of
Well,
us?
562
So-
plus the 400. That
No,
we-
no, no.
I already
Oh,
added
wait,
that's
oh,
the
yeah,
400,
okay, never mind.
Everything's
So this is how we also can talk. Y'all can do one or two things. Y'all can split this up evenly, or y'all can do the
Party plot.
Party-
Party plot.
Oh, you know
pothole.
what?
party.
The shield that I
Oh, real? You know what? He looks at the shield and he's like, "Huh? You didn't get this from a goblin.
no,
It's barely been used. There's some. Wait, did you use it at all?
I did not. I thought I was going to need it. Turns out I didn't.
Ah, we do need to turn a profit to this, despite the fact that it's brand new. I can't give you full price. You understand that, right?
Of course.
I'll give you 5 gold for it.
So I had another 5 gold to
So
that.
567 divided by 8.
567.
That's 70 gold. Wow.
Well, he has it down.
Yeah, he's got it.
Oh,
So y'all, or y'all could keep a party pot.
70.87.
What is one of
21.
71. if you want to round it up.
70.875 is what I got.
Yeah,
The
70.87.
the complicated part is that technically some of that's going to be silver and copper, but I'll be nice. It's just 1 gold piece, 71 each.
So
If y'all choose to split it up, is that how y'all are going to do this game?
That
Yeah.
sounds good.
That's
I
Okay.
say, yeah.
Okay, that's probably a very fair way of going at it. Alrighty, well, 43 minutes into the game, we got the loot sold. Maybe in the future, maybe I should have a talk and maybe about doing this outside a game because
Well, it's up to you.
I'm role playing these.
So
I
how
don't
much
even-
One up there.
So we got
Oh,
71 gold.
that one's
for
special.
selling the stuff,
Why is it
right?
special?
So,
have you split the 400
Magic
gold
doesn't
yet?
come easy on this
So
island.
4. Yeah,
That is
hold on.
probably one, huh?
Didn't we have 400 gold when we came into this shop?
He
Yeah,
added
Oh, you added that too.
That's what he
oh,
added.
okay,
Because
okay.
it was only 167 with all
It was
the
only
Oh,
one
okay.
Gotcha. Okay, my bad.
That's with the 400
Yeah.
and selling the stuff.
Yeah.
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 So everyone got
I,
71.
no offense, but giving y'all over 800 worth of loot would have been a lot for y'all's first dungeon.
I mean, I would be okay with that.
Uh,
Sorry, go. Continue.
So half played very very expensive stuff. And Magic doesn't is not quite common on this island, and those 3 pieces are probably the only enchanted pieces on the island.
What is
Like
it?
for sale.
What did they
I'm pretty
do?
sure the kings himself, huh?
What did they do?
They just hit a little harder and defend a little better. They're all +1s. We do. So if you want that half plate, it's about 2,750 gold.
Hey, yeah, you roll.
What does it do?
What is it?
It's a +1.
It's just plus ones.
I do want to let you know these are personal guests of the crown. Well, and he kind of looks back and is like, "Oh, so you can't afford it?
Too steep for my pockets.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, it's still pretty.
Do you have any half plate
expensive.
that's not so
Oh yes, of course.
pristine?
Oh yes, of course. Yes, of course.
Maybe he does layaway.
This
Right, Kmart.
So they have currently in stock 2 half plate armors that are already fully made and ready to go, unmundane. So the going price for these is 750 each.
Is that how much it is in the book?
Yes.
That's
That was only like 400.
That's like breastplate.
Plate is 400.
Half plate is 750.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we do, and if y'all are interested, we will also have a full plate right over there for that much.
Wow.
For that much, you said.
I'm never going to go full headed.
15.
Oh my god.
How much would
sucks being poor.
Don't metagame.
Where is my bed?
Right now, you have breastplate, don't you?
No, I have chainmail.
Oh, you have chainmail? Oh, you have chainmail. The breastplate, what's your dex mod?
My dex, it's going to be the exact same. No, my dex is +1.
Oh, then you wouldn't have the disadvantage on one breastplate, but on the getting half plate would
Not
be like
breastplate, half plate would be.
Well, here's the thing. Half plate would be just the same as the chainmail,
Yeah, I
except
know.
until you can bump your decks up higher.
I know.
Yes.
So weird.
I haven't done my
Chainmail is better, but it's so
divination
much
rolls
cheaper.
for the day, so I'm
Mhm.
gonna go ahead and do them
I
now.
plan on getting
Sounds fair.
heavy armor proficiency
so-
so I can get split mail.
Oh yes, and for anybody out there questioning,
Between split
he drew for his class, but we ended up getting more sorcerers, so I let him change to wizard.
Oh yeah,
He's a wizard.
Personality. So,
So that was a 4
he's a wizard now.
and a 15.
well, a good one and a bad one.
That's
Just
actually always good.
that is good. It's always ideally you want a nat 1 and a nat 20. Sorry.
That was supposed to be
I'm
a
assuming that
duel.
was Gelvik who did that.
The damn tax collector.
Dan.
Dan didn't get paid.
They buy anything yet? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. The only reason why I have you here is because you have a pretty face and you're good with leather work. Get at it, boy.
Oh, this
Tell me.
one's fun.
Do you have, let me think here. Do you have any little ball bearings?
Oh yeah. We got a sack of metal ball bearings. I don't know what the fuck those would be priced at, but let me go check.
$2.
I imagine they wouldn't be a lot, but I want to make sure I get. That will be. Oh, give me a fucking price on here, assholes. 2 gold pieces for the whole for a bag of 20.
All right, I'll take them.
All right.
Do you happen to have?
And same.
Well, actually, no. He already told us what magical items he had in his shop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This was half.
Now,
Is
this
there-
is only for magic armaments. You could possibly find others that are. I heard, because I'm terrible with fucking names. I heard that Kellen from the gym shop actually has a nice selection of. Why are you sending them elsewhere? Get them to buy something here.
We have done business here already.
I bought some ball bearings. Be happy.
Ooh.
You just hear a snort from the back as like hammering continues.
Is she? She's. Did you say what she was?
She's human.
She's human.
Oh.
Okay. She sounds like an orc.
Orc,
Yeah,
right?
woman.
Either way, we
Big buff, strong.
appreciate
Nothing
all
wrong
that
with
you've
that.
done for us.
Hmm? Oh,
in
and
any case, yeah.
she's not elderly, but she's like in her late 40s too. So you're just.
But yes, I will have to talk to the gym store owner.
I have a question.
Oh yeah, y'all didn't want the whole guest of the crown thing. Y'all admit that part.
Yeah. What was that? Oh yeah. I need some more arrows. That's what I need.
Dude, you have like a shit ton from the goblins.
All the goblins like good
Every
quality,
goblin.
but are they good quality?
They are. Of
I mean, they
adequate
killed most of us.
Quality.
Here's
They do the job.
here's the funny thing about in its most D&D editions, the only way you're better quality per se is if there's an enchantment on it, and you're not going to be able to afford
No,
enchantment.
yeah, I was just wondering
But
if
yeah.
they were lesser than adequate quality.
No,
They're
if you-
just quality, then I'll
Yeah, they're very
bump
much
mine
worth.
back up to 24.
I mean, yeah, they're very much fireable from an arrow.
Okay.
Do you have any daggers or hand axes?
Yes. Actually, we actually got quite a few of both. How many would you be needing?
In that case, I'm good.
How much is each one?
2 gold pieces for the daggers and 5 for the hand axes.
5 for hand axes. Okay.
How many hand axes do you need?
Basically, throwing range weapons, I think, is what he's going for.
Yeah.
And if you're interested, actually, I got a for you too. We do for a much cheaper price. We actually have javelins for 5 silver pieces each. I don't know if you're proficient in javelins.
No,
but-
I'm-
well, no, they're simple weapons. You should be.
You said 2 gold for daggers and 5 for a hand axe?
Yeah. Now, I'm just letting you know in both cases, javelins do require strength, while the other 2 are finesse. Oh no, hand axes are not finesse.
Hand axes are not finesse.
No, that's
Only
right.
daggers are finesse.
Do you need hand axes? How many do you need?
Yeah, because you get some for free.
Really?
Well, fighters get like a nice plethora of choices for weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Like they get the probably best
Let me
selection.
ask
They're
you
starting here.
a question, Galvic.
Yes.
I could be a fighter.
I understand that.
All right.
That-
Kovac, yeah.
I understand that half plate is the only magical thing you have here.
Well, we got other armor, of course.
Right, only magical items.
Well, the shield and the spear are also magical
Okay.
too.
Do you have anything that's silverized?
Why?
Certain creatures are weak to silver.
What kind?
Werewolves.
Huh.
Have you ever heard of a werewolf?
I
That's a no.
yeah, it would not be as common knowledge in this.
yeah.
I mean,
4 daggers and 2 hand axes, please.
did you want to give me your two or?
I can give you 2 hand axes.
Oh. If it's okay, then I'll
Okay.
take off your hands.
So did you still want 2 hand axes and 4 daggers?
Just the 4 daggers, please.
That'd be 8 gold pieces, sir.
I give the 8 gold to you.
Okay, thank you. Wait, I made another cell. Wow, what'd you sell? Daggers.
Wow.
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 I
You have to do your job.
Or just cry me a river right at it.
There you go. 2
Yeah.
hand
Cry
axes.
me a river, build me a bridge, and get over it. I don't say that in character, by the way.
I did.
silver. So silver. I mean,
If you don't, that's perfectly fine.
sadly, we don't. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Do you know?
I'm actually a leather worker. We actually got a fine selection of padded leather, studded leather, high armor. I'll be interested in any people who have light armor but don't have studded leather armor.
I have leather, that's it.
I could use
I don't
studded.
have armor.
Because I'm pretty sure
No,
I
you
just
don't
have
get
leather.
one.
Yeah,
I
you
just have
do.
leather.
Then how much does studded increase it by?
1 extra.
Studded?
So I can bump all my stuff up to a 15.
What other armor
This
do
is
they
there,
have?
right?
How much is
What
a
other armor do
studded?
they have?
They have every kind of armor. They only have 1 set of plate, 2 sets of half plate, and
What about studded?
studded leather.
Yeah.
They have maybe 4 of those.
How much are those?
Are y'all interested? They're gold pieces each.
I'll take one.
Oh yes, I made another cell.
You said 45 gold, right?
Yes.
Do you have anything stronger than what I'm currently wearing?
He looks at the breastplate. You're wearing breast or
Chainmail.
chainmail. He kind of looks at it. He kind of looks at you. You seem more bulky than flexible. We do have splint. We do have splint armor for 200 gold pieces,
Yikes.
and it's a 16.
I mean,
Yes, of course. It does look a little worn, so I can't give you a premium price, but I can easily refurbish it. I'll give it to you for 2 gold pieces.
That'll work.
Okay.
Okay, I have 2.
AC would help.
Is everybody else done?
I'm done. Thank you.
I'm done.
You said how much for the splint man?
It's going to be 200 gold pieces,
This is a
sir.
brand new day, right?
How much would you warrant this chainmail is worth?
I don't.
Probably
Too
not
I
mine.
have decided, but I will.
Hey, Julio.
Hey, Selva, can you come here real quick?
Your armor has 2
Ah,
more days
yeah.
before it disappears.
What do you want? This gentleman's looking to buy some splint mail, but he's looking to sell his chainmail in exchange. She kind of looks it up and down. She kind of sort of like, it's on you, right?
Yeah, I'm wearing it.
Yeah, she's actually getting real close, examining it and all that. Yeah, if you're interested in buying the splint, we'll take 50 off of it. Only because you're buying something. Otherwise, I'd only buy it off of you for 10.
150. That'd be a right, Tracy.
So 150 gold pieces plus the chainmail.
Sure.
All right.
Well, you've got that.
I mean,
You
you
see,
have
boy-
200 platinum. That's 200 gold.
Oh,
Or you have 20 platinum. That's 200 gold.
Right, whatever. 200 equals 200
Oh,
gold.
yeah, I forgot about that.
So
Yeah,
now
yeah.
basically I only have 5 platinum. Well, 150.
plus whatever y'all ended up splitting
Well, I'm
up.
gonna keep the gold.
So he, yeah, I mean, keep it as gold if needed be, but you basically
Get that
give
marked down.
her 15 plat, or give him
20
15
platinum.
platinum. And you actually hear she puts
Yeah.
her this
Yeah.
decent sized hand on the boy's shoulder, whispers in his ear, and anybody can give him a perception check.
I kind of do.
I don't know. Oh, that.
16.
16,
Yay.
9,
13.
22.
22, 16,
22.
22.
I'm rolling.
You barely missed it, but you got 22 as well. So you, and you basically hear. And what did you get, Kaden?
9.
Yeah, you got 9.
You're right there
also,
with me.
right? You basically hear her, and he's like,
Better off with my passive.
That's how you make a sell, boy." And she goes back to her, her hammering in the back.
I ignore it.
Honestly, it wasn't that big of a dance. So
Everybody here has bought.
Transaction go?
the transaction goes.
Defeated armor.
So now I got 17 AC.
I'm sorceress of lead armor.
Do you have? I've once found these little peculiar things at a shop that I regret not buying them. They're called caltrops. Little
Oh
spikes.
yes, we got caltrops.
How much?
I also have a spell that gives me.
Let's see if this thing actually gives
Yeah,
me a
that
fucking
mage,
price.
whatever it is, mage shield, whatever.
Can't imagine it'd be too expensive.
Nah, probably the same. I'm probably
I'm only at 14.
I'll probably give the same price as the ball
Ball
bearings.
bearings, just make it simple.
Oh, yeah, one gold piece, please. 20.
All right, sounds good to me. I'll give you.
The bite.
Anything else?
Yes,
Yes,
I
sir.
will take a set of studded leather armor as well.
Studded leather for you, yes, sir. 45 gold pieces.
Great. And
The bite.
Yes.
just some. I'll sell you my leather armor that I have now
Mhm.
for the 2 gold
Mhm.
that you offered her, and I will also throw in an extra 3 gold. In exchange, you tell her that you up the price with me for the final sale of the day. You know what? Actually, I'll bump it up to 60
You don't want 60 gold for
in total.
I mean,
Kanan looks at you.
he's trying to make him look good in
Yeah.
front of the thing. In front of I
It's your choice as to whether you have a deal or not.
she's rough, but she's not a bad woman.
No, I know.
She treats me well enough.
No, I know.
But, okay, I mean, if you're willing to pay it, it would be ridiculous for me to say no.
Fantastic. Then we have a deal.
We haven't. So you're willing to pay 6? Well, I guess
It'd be 60 in total that I'm giving him.
yeah, 60 in total. And then I'm giving you 2 gold pieces back for the
No.
leather, or
No, no.
oh,
Keep those. I'm throwing the leather in as part
Oh.
of that 2 gold.
sure, yeah, I can easily refer. Thank you, sir.
Quite welcome.
What did you just buy?
Studded leather.
He basically paid 15 more than what it's worth,
Above
And-
market
Yeah, I
price.
gave him one on
and
top
he
of
gave
that.
him his
Yeah.
leather armor for free on top of it, which was only 2 gold pieces, but still. I can.
Just tell her that you sweet talked me.
Sure, yes, sir. Thank you very much. I could.
Should I pocket that?
I'd use sleight of hand to bring some of that back. No.
He's
No,
like,
if I were him, I'd pocket that. You know what I mean? Since you
Yeah.
go, too.
maybe we'll find.
It's yours to do with as you please, but
So, this has actually been a very eventful day. Anything else that I can help any of you with?
good.
I look at Dan. I'm personally ready to go find a general store. I believe is what we needed, right?
The closest we have there for a general good is our potion shop. I keep saying she. That's the old lady in town. At the other town. He usually also has general goods with him as well. But I'm just gonna let you know, anything that requires any special metalworking will more like your caltrops and what would be better sought here. But if that's the case, follow me.
Alright.
And they take you to the I guess the potion shop. It also doubles as a general goods shop. And when you walk in, you see this. Surprisingly enough, not a human, a half elf. Gentleman, probably say in his early 30s, and he turns towards. He just sort of turns. He's like, "Oh my, customers! Hi, welcome, gentlemen. How can I help you today?
Well,
Gentlemen.
Gentlemen
Yeah, and
and
ladies.
ladies.
Ladies, sorry.
we at least I in particular am wondering, anything in your goods of magical persuasion?
Well, a bit in potion making, and I have a selection of potions that any well-rounded traveler would find incredibly useful.
Such as?
Well, I have currently in stock both 6 minor healing potions and 1 major healing potion, as well as a potion of growth, a potion of fire breathing, and right now the most expensive item in my wares, a potion of gaseous form.
Oh, wow.
Jeez.
Nice selection.
Very nice.
Yeah, very nice selection.
How much are the minor healing potions?
Minor healing are 50 gold each.
Is the other one?
The major healing is going to be 150 gold.
All right.
Do you have a? It's a leather pouch that has components for casting spells.
Yes, of course. I believe that'll be. They're stupidly cheap. They're like a silver, I think.
No, probably not.
Oh, they
I
are.
think they're like 15 gold.
For a component pouch, just for a thing of leather.
Or was it 5 gold?
Maybe it's
Maybe
5 gold.
5. That sounds a lot more believable. Then again, I know next to nothing about economics and D&D.
Let me just.
25.
25 gold pieces.
I was
25 gold
lowballing
pieces.
it.
Whoa!
I just reach into my pouch and I hand him. Actually, I give him 3 platinum.
You don't get that with your character class?
Not for blood hunters, no.
For blood hunters.
You
He
use,
I don't use spells till next.
blood
level.
hunters don't have access to spells until 3rd level if they take that archetype. If they don't take that archetype, they don't
Unprepared.
get access.
Okay. Good
Wow.
plan. Good plan. Can you
So-
use a divine focus?
The only
They're not a divine
the only
focus, but
arcane
the
focus I
arcane
can
focus.
use is my sword when it has a crimson light on it.
Okay.
So
When it turns to fire.
It's just, isn't it just like a leather pouch?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I guess the idea is that you always have
yeah,
what you need to cast from it.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
That's
yeah.
the general idea.
Yep.
yeah, you know, it has
Basically-
all the stuff you need in it
Yeah.
all the time.
Okay, then that justifies the 25 gold price, because otherwise I thought you were just buying yourself a thing to keep stuff in, not a thing that automatically has
No,
it.
no, it's like
And it's also
it's a
waterproof
general bag of
leather.
everything you need.
Yeah, everything I
so-
need
Okay.
to cast my spells.
Then,
it's aside from that's mundane ones, not the ones I actually have to pay gold for.
Oh.
Alrighty, so y'all make the exchange. He gives you your component pouch.
I give him 3 platinum.
Oh, well, let me get you some gold.
Thank you.
And he hands you 5 gold pieces back.
All right, I pocket that.
So, anything else? Y'all were interested in my magical wares, yes?
Magical wares.
Well, my potions.
Oh! Right.
You said the minor ones were 50. How many did you have?
6 total.
6.
They're hard to make, so
I have a question.
even
How
though
much for the potion of gaseous form? Okay.
600 gold.
Okay. Thanks for the information.
It when you take it,
There's
you
no way
basically
I'm
form,
talking him down for that one.
No.
It's basically
We couldn't combine our money
you,
for that.
you make you basically take a gaseous form for so long. It's easier for you to just float up, slip into cracks.
You
and
take
all
on
that
the
shit.
form of
gas.
a gas cloud.
Okay.
I will take
You're in German
2
form.
Pretty much.
minor healing potions.
Yes, sir. 50. That'll be 100 gold total, sir.
I give him, what would that be, 10 platinum?
It would be 10 platinum.
10 platinum.
Balling.
What other potions do you have?
I have 1 major healing potion, a potion of growth, and a potion of fire breathing.
Out of game. What does growth do again?
Basically, you take it, and it's basically being hit with the growth, like enlarged spell.
Large spell.
And basically shenanigans, and also it will enable you to make. It will add to your weapon damage for strength base, I believe.
How much is
Attacks.
that one?
It is going to be 150.
Maybe keep it.
We're gonna hit up point to where you only have so much gold. It's just gonna be like, no fucking deal. Here you go, pra.
How much was that last healing potion?
The major healing.
Yeah.
Major healing is 150.
You got 2 minors.
Huh? The miners are 50 each. I got 4. Your gentleman bought 2. I have 4 left.
You could try to talk him down,
Let me
but
get
I'm
one of the minors. I'll take a minor.
Alrighty, that would be 50 gold, miss.
Flipping the bird is a semantic.
How many
Too
minors
safe,
do you have?
Sorry.
Like
I'll
3.
take one.
doing the
2.
magic rites or whatever.
I'll take one.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, well,
That's 5 platinum, right?
well, I guess I got a lot of work ahead of me to replenish my stock, but this is wonderful.
That's 5 platinum, right?
Yeah, for 50 gold each, 5 platinum.
Do you have a?
Oh, it's fine.
5 platinum if that's how you're doing it.
Sure.
I mean, you
I've
could
only got
pretty
11
much.
gold pieces left, so.
Well, y'all can always anytime I give y'all something, it's mostly gonna be either platinum or gold. Very rarely I'm gonna have y'all do silver
Makes sense.
and that sort of shit. But if y'all want to, and if I do, I'm gonna try to make it where it's rounded to gold, like the 50 each. But if y'all want to keep your platinum in gold form permanently, do it. Not a big deal. What's up?
You said you have component pouches, right?
Yes. You
How
want
many
me
do you have?
I
My
I got a
suggestion,
couple more. Do you need
keep
one?
the majority of your coins in
I
platinum.
might need
But
2.
have
Two.
like
Okay.
a
That would be 50 gold.
for like
I'll give you 50
change,
gold.
Okay.
just in case you need to buy something.
This is minor potion healing.
I mean, it's like having
2d4
4
plus
plus
4.
Plus pouches like
Yes.
3.
Plus
2d4 plus
Good idea.
2.
That
Plus
way you
the
don't
other
have
one's
to worry
44
about
plus 4.
exchanging
Okay.
changes.
Sorry.
And
Yeah,
it's
they don't
yeah,
have-
changing it.
The component pouches are special.
Okay,
If you're
those
looking,
two is good.
if you're looking for like just something to carry shit around in,
No, I mean, it's for my components. For spells and all.
I'm just gonna say this much. Unless you're planning on buying that second one for somebody else that you might need in the party, you just need one.
Just wanted that's just one.
Okay, that's
Sorry.
gonna be 25. Yeah. Grant, do get a focus. I know that for a fact that artificers get focuses, so you don't need a component pouch. Just
Yeah,
not,
you
you
can
know.
get an arcane focus.
Yeah,
Like, I have my arcane focus is a crystal.
and you get that for free when you start your
Yeah,
character.
when you build your character.
Don't.
You did that. I won't.
Now, do you have
I
flour?
won't buy it. I'm sorry, Chris.
Sure.
You have flour, sugar, a long string that's about, I'd say, 10
Starting
feet.
off. Sorry, Chris.
When you start the game.
A bag that I can put all in and mix it
I
together.
did not know that.
And I also need something to
I
light the
think I
string.
had-
I'm just kidding.
Are you baking?
No.
Alright.
But actually, do you have do you have
a staff and a wand?
Yeah, I have both. Yes.
So you can be
Do you have
Harry
glass
Potter
bottles?
with a wand. You can be Gandalf
I got it.
with a
Yeah,
staff.
yeah. They're gonna be about a
You
silver
can
piece
use a
each.
rod.
How much
use
of
an
a-
orb? Because it just
What's
looks
the
cool with an orb.
smallest bag of sugar?
Or
How
you
much
can
is
use a
it?
crystal.
Or sorry, smallest bag of flour.
But
how
yeah,
much is it?
there's
Probably a copper piece.
How much
those
is
are your
in a bag?
options.
Oh, in a bag, and the smallest.
About a half pound, maybe.
Yeah, probably
ones that
half a
weigh the
pound
least
would
are
be.
the ones
No,
that
yeah, half a pound would be about right.
Yeah, you
How
can
big are the
totally do
glass
the wand.
bottles? And how much can I buy? Maybe
That way,
what,
when
3
you
of
do
them
your
and use the whole
spells,
bag to
like,
fill it with
As part
flour.
of your somatic components, you can just waving the wand around.
And the purpose, I'll tell you why. In case we ever find anything invisible, I can and I figure out where it might be. I can throw that on
Go
there.
for it.
Flour
Thank you.
covered in
I
flour.
mean, sir, you don't need to explain anything to me. I'm looking at how.
That was actually to the DM.
Oh, to the DM.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, smart.
I thought you were making bombs.
Actually, no, very smart. I will. I mean, that will be a roll to hit regardless with an
No, I
improvised
know.
weapon.
But if
But
it works,
if it does hit, it would be a great way to out somebody. It would be a harder way of pulling off a fairy fire, but it would still work.
yeah.
What are you thinking about?
He wants to throw
Glass bottles with
glass
flour in
bottles
it
full
in
of
case we
flour.
face anything invisible. You
Yeah.
hit the invisible creature with it. Poof. Oh, hey, there it is, covered in flour.
Okay.
Not
okay.
bad. Not
And even
good
if you
idea.
miss, you can see the footsteps in
Yep.
the
I'll tell you what.
The glass bottles are 2 gold.
Huh? Glass bottles are 2 gold? God fucking damn, I'm giving y'all a fucking deal, ain't I? Okay, so for 3 glass bottles, I'll flour for free.
Perfect.
Alrighty, exchange. I guess glass
Oh,
blowing. I guess glass blowing would be
regular
pretty
ones that aren't
expensive.
in
Sure,
there.
this would be explosive.
Huh?
Do you want anything, John?
I'm fine, thank you.
I thought you were really serious about that.
Christian, want anything to drink?
It's Julio, so
Nah, I got water.
Well, you never
Appreciate
know. That's
Yeah,
the problem.
actually, I'm gonna buy some glass bottles too because it's always good to collect everything that you find.
I'm not keeping anything that can
I also
tingle
have
tangle.
one more thing,
Mhm.
since this is a general goods store. I need 2 flasks.
I'm gonna look up
Do you
all
have
the
metal
fucking
flasks? Or
Sorry,
I would prefer them being, metal and
glass.
durable.
Lots of glass.
I looked up metal flask and it just gave me the iron flask.
Oh yeah.
That
You want
iron-
to sell that to us?
that iron flask.
Not that one, no.
I'd totally be okay with that. I'll buy that in a heartbeat.
Right?
Just as long as Snuggles is in there.
Flask or tankard.
Thank
Um,
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
I'm gonna go off. Well, oh no, wait, that's 2 copper pieces. Interesting enough for a flask. Oh, that's the which one bought them? Not allowed to say on the stream. Oh yeah, you weren't here for that discussion.
Not what? Nothing.
We'll talk about it later.
Talk about it.
Yeah. Honestly, they're only 2 copper pieces for the flask apparently. You know what? Considering how cheap that is as well, I'll happily give you the flasks for the as part of the deal.
Are you sure?
You're dropping 6 gold, and the glass one is much more expensive. But do you really want to spend a fucking copper and break
I'll
up a
give
piece
them
of gold?
silver.
Okay. Oh, I'll happily take that.
Alright, cool.
Were you were just buying the glass bottles as well, right?
I think so. Like the flasks, are those like?
It's a flask like holds
Okay.
1 pint of liquid.
Okay, whiskey flask. How big are the bottles?
For 2 gold, I'm gonna say they're respectable. About that big, like maybe about.
Like a water bottle?
Okay. What about vials? Does he have like
Miles is
smaller glass
probably
vials?
what I was thinking of for cheap.
Yeah, I imagine that those would be cheaper than flasks.
Chris, you idiot! Why don't you have all these prices up if you knew they were doing a shopping bank? Because I can never predict.
Oh, here we go. They're 1 GP apiece.
Okay, now that sounds more. Okay, so vials are going to be 1 gold point.
Surprise.
So yeah, and so yeah, if you want to do collecting stuff, I guess it'd be the better for.
Now I have flower bombs. Ooh.
But yeah, like a full-on bottle for the flower bombs makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like for
Put everything carefully.
Uh-oh.
How do I make a nuclear bomb?
Take 20 levels in Artificer. Figure it out.
Then call upon divine favor to ask how it's done.
Turn this into plutonium.
So why are you trying to kill Kempton asleep? No, I'm just kidding.
It's because I spent all that extra money, damn it.
Oh.
No, I think I'm good. Let me think. Hold on. Let me.
I'm good. I don't need anything.
The hunter
there.
kit that I got has a lot of stuff in it already.
Don't forget that whatever kits y'all have, keep those in mind. Like a lot of them come with rope and other shit. Like
Actually, I've got a lockpick set. Lockpicks can break. Do you have any? This is gonna sound very suspicious, and I apologize for that. But do you have any sort of lockpicking kits?
Is that what they're called?
Well,
Yep.
I'm not sure what they're
That's
called.
actually
Um,
tools.
Thieves.
Thieves'
It would
tools.
just be
They're
thieves'
called
tools.
Thieves' tools.
Okay.
yeah, these tools, but
Because I have them.
yeah.
Hmm.
So you
gonna
would
get-
let's see. The
So-
non-conspicuous way of saying it would be
Tinker
a
tools.
locksmith set.
There we go. Yes, the way he said it.
Yes, I actually have a couple of those. It's going to be 25 gold pieces each, Mr. Nimble Fingers.
Ah, therefore a friend.
Deception check.
Right?
You want me to roll deception?
Okay, why not? He's kind of looking at you and like with your
It's a dirty 20.
dirty 20. Yeah, you know what? He believes you. Fuck it.
Cool.
He doesn't really give a shit, but you know, as long as you ain't trying to break into his place.
Makes sense.
How much is he selling it for?
25.
Okay, bad.
No,
You
it's
can
not.
move a character?
Yeah, but just in case they break, not once.
Yeah,
you
just
know.
in case.
Oh. More than hard.
Just in case.
Because that's always a possibility.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is.
There, friend.
Yeah.
You see, well, you are becoming a bit just like the rest of us.
I will. I will take that.
Okay.
I hand him 2 platinums and 5 golds.
Alrighty. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Anything else I can help you all with? Ladies, were you interested in anything?
I'm good, thank you.
Roy, I come to your character. But they bring this to me.
Anything else
This
that
for you.
would be helpful?
We'll keep that in mind.
No.
For a price.
Ugh.
I'll keep that in mind too.
So,
Nothing's free.
y'all got anything else?
I am good. If anybody else is.
I'm good.
I like that shirt.
I want it. I was just texting. I want that shirt.
What's the largest mirror you have?
Mirrors.
Error.
Actually, wait.
So you want to go carrying one of those around?
Yeah, you're gonna hold it. You go back and hold it.
No, actually, I have a mirror. Never mind.
I was gonna.
Did I remind you?
Yeah.
Sure.
He only
Keep
knows
in
you're
mind, I
too
don't want you.
expensive. That's why I
Probably.
Don't
didn't
do it.
ask.
Don't do
But
it
I
too
want to
often.
ask him. He knows well.
Yeah, I'll let y'all do it. Like maybe like
Want to?
like since we're at the start of the campaign, I'll let you go ahead and do it
Yeah,
now.
it's like I was finding identify for. I want you to cure wounds so I can heal myself.
Sounds good.
Uh,
Actually, I can help out a lot.
Sure.
Uh,
I'll
so
ask you first.
yeah. Are you still interested in the mirror?
No, I have a steel
Okay.
mirror. already.
I
I got a
have
mirror.
an inquiry.
Yes.
Do you, or do you know who would have a? I've heard of these bags that can hold much more than they actually seem like they can. I think they're called bags of holding.
He would be the one person that would know what you were talking about too. Everybody else would probably look at you like you were stupid.
That's why I wanted to ask him.
None that I know of.
Nobody in town?
Nobody
do
in
you not have
town.
rope?
Huh?
What?
I'll buy a rope for Sean. What kind of special rope do you have?
Oh, Sean wants rope.
Special rope.
Oh,
This
wait,
is
no,
not
sorry.
Elon.
Not special.
Doesn't
Silk? Do
matter.
you have silk?
No, we have
That's a
silk in
Sean
here.
thing. That's not an Elon thing.
He's Eloning.
I'm gonna assume silk. So,
Got any plans, sir?
no, it's for that one. He's kind of quiet.
Oh no, he's not here.
Oh, he's not here.
I'll have to take care of the thing.
Who? Oh, it's for that same friend. The one that I bought the locksmith kit for.
Oh, okay.
That played out nicely.
Deception check. Well, no, you rolled a dirty 20.
I rolled a dirt
Speaking
20.
of which,
For silk,
a mask
for 50
that
feet of silk
covers
rope will
up
be
the
10
entire
gold
face
pieces.
except the eyes.
Just the eyes.
I gave him a platinum.
I'm also gonna need some
All right.
thermite.
You owe me 10 gold, Sean.
Anything else anybody needs?
So just to clarify, no knowledge as to who in town might have a bag of holding or.
Who's able to get me? Granted, you can always inquire with the counselor of the king. From my understanding, he's a very capable spellcaster in his own right.
Oh.
I have no clue what he has on him, though. I'm not about to ask.
It'd be worth asking. It'd be worth looking into.
But as far as here for sale, not quite.
That's fine. I was just wondering. I know that it can be a rather. I know it's an uncommon item, but I know that it can be a little harder to find sometimes.
Indeed. So, were y'all interested in any of the other potions I had in stock?
You said
No.
50 gold for minor healing
I
potion?
have one more minor healing left that has not been bought, and it's 50 gold.
Let me buy that one just in case.
Alrighty.
For something.
Alrighty, the minor healing has been completely sold out. But there's still the major healing potion for 150, the potion of growth for 150, the potion of fire breathing for 150, and the potion of gaseous for 600. I randomly rolled for each of those.
Is that like Dragonborn?
Two
I
uncommons
wish
and
we
one
could afford
rare.
that, but
Well,
can't.
Perhaps another time.
There's no way I can talk him down either.
Nope.
Not from
No.
600.
Well,
not for something that you can afford from 600.
let's go see what the gym shop has.
I agree.
Alrighty.
Well, thank you for
Thank
your
you for
business.
everything, yes.
Yes,
Oh,
much
thank you.
appreciated.
Hope to see you all again. Maybe once y'all are able to complete more contracts, he can tell exactly who you are.
He knows what we're up to.
Just good luck with. Tell your friend good luck with those locksmithing tools.
Oh yeah, sure. I'll be certain to tell him that you said so.
Just understand that thievery is not looked kindly upon here.
Oh, now, I'll be sure to let him know. Thank you for your patronage, good sir.
And I know the alarm spell. Y'all have a good day.
That's fair. So on the way out, I will actually give a lad one of the glass bottles with flour in it.
Oh, thank you.
Take that.
Oh, good.
Because you and I are always in the front lines for what it seems,
Plus, it would be strength based
just in case.
because it's thrown. I guess Dex too. Fuck it, can grab
Would
it.
offer if I could.
I just put a glass bottle of flour.
Sounds good to me.
Would offer if
With
I could
flour.
take one of those for you, since I can infiltrate things pretty efficiently. But I'm afraid that it might location if it reflects off of it or something like that.
So to the, would you mind showing us to the gym store?
Of course, follow me.
And I'd rather not risk it.
All right.
And he just goes across, and in the gym store, you walk in and you see a human male, kind of dressed surprisingly elegantly, sees you all walk in, and he's like, "Oh, hello. Never do get many adventurers groups in here, except, oh, look at you, 3 lovely ladies."
Wow!
That was funny.
Wow! Oh dear!
Are y'all?
This guy chose violence.
Wow,
just be a
that
big
looks like a
commercial.
kill.
Jeez.
Are y'all here interested in?
I actually think that I drew Abigail rather attractive.
I'm curious. What do you have in the lines of selection as far as magical goods are concerned?
Oh, magical. Oh, well, I myself am. Are you sure you want magical? I got all these kinds of lovely selections that an elven man like you would really make your complexion pop.
Well,
As well as plenty of selection for you ladies. I got gems of all kinds.
No.
Sorry.
I might look at those.
You better go look at your spells.
So are you using?
I bought it off Travis some time ago. I know I don't know what it does, but I'm selling it for 300 gold.
May I take a look at it?
Sure, of course. And he follows you along, and he shows you this glass casing, and he's like, "Okay, what did Selvin say to do again? I'm supposed to." When you see him try to pull something, and suddenly an alarm goes off of it, and he's like, "Sorry. This is the most precious thing in my store, so Selvin's doing me a favor, making sure it stays nice and locked up." And he shouts a dismissive spell that immediately eliminates the alarm spell. Figure out how that works. And then he opens it up and he presents it to you.
That's also what arcane purposes are.
It's a ring, and what you see is a ring with a small ruby at the end of it.
There's a dismissive spell forward.
Well, you basically, if you cast a spell, you can dismiss it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So,
It's a ring of fireball.
Those only come in necklace form or staff.
Just let me dream, damn it.
so
You want to be what's his face from the planet, from Captain Planet, right?
Wheeler.
Wheeler.
Aww,
The American.
that's a little hothead.
Literally.
Fire.
My God.
You can.
do you mind if I take an extended period of time consulting my book, looking at this? It intrigues me a lot. I'd like to spend some time with it. Don't worry, I will look at it within your view. It's not going to leave your sight.
I would have you roll perception, but there's no reason. One, he does take note of your race, and you can call it stereotype of both Nevian and Selvin that he associates elves with magic, and so you'll be able to tell me what this does.
Maybe. It depends if I can cross-reference it in my book or not. But it will take about 10 minutes to examine it.
By all means. Thank you, sir. And what about you ladies? Can I get you something? I got
Let's
this.
see what this ring is.
I got all kinds of manners. Silver, platinum,
No, that
gold.
doesn't really
We even got, if y'all are
But for 300.
looking
yeah.
for something a little bit more modest, we got jewelry made out of lovely brass as well.
Do you have rings of like
But,
protection?
Could
I'm
you
sorry,
say
what?
what this is?
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Forget
what?
that. Never mind.
Research.
Oh, I got
Basically,
plenty of rings.
once I identify it,
What are you looking for? Well, how can I help you? I mean, y'all are exquisite beauties, but I can help accentuate that.
identify it,
Wow.
and then just come to you
But
and be
not
like,
thick. What
like,
kind of rings do you have?
I'll just walk
Like I
away
said,
and be
all in different metals and
It's not
gems.
moving.
What would you particularly be interested in?
and
Do you have
then
anything magical?
talk to you
The only
and
one that I
like,
have magical currently, your elven friend is taking a look at.
you know, less expensive rings.
I do have, he does, but if you're looking for something
A lesser magic.
that can be used with magic, I do have a variety of cut gems that, my understanding, could be used as components for magical spells as well. Diamonds, ruby dust, that sort of thing.
So our gems.
Well, we already sold it at the smithy.
Oh,
Yeah.
The only
But
one we kept was a diamond.
Yeah, the diamond was all that we kept.
okay.
but this would be a good place that if you have magic that requires, or you're planning on getting spell components related to precious gems, this would be the place to get
You
it.
don't want me to build for later on.
Right now he's.
Out of character. Okay, so given the map of the area where we are and where we're going,
Mhm.
so if we when we go back to the town we started in,
Mhm.
do our stuff, and then we start going to the area that we're supposed to be going, will we come back to through the kingdom?
You
along
will.
the way?
You will be coming back through here. That's something I forgot to mention. Retrospectively, the king will say when you're ready to leave, notify him, and he'll have a boat set and ready for you to leave.
Okay.
So you will be afterwards if you before you leave the island.
Okay. Cool. Noted.
So.
After 10 minutes,
Mhm.
you want to tell me what it is?
Oh yeah, you cast identify. It is a ring of jumping. You're able to cast the jump spell as a bonus action, and I believe believe it's at will. I did not write it down, but let me double check that.
For 300 gold, huh?
I could use that.
Let's see.
Do you have a twig that's been struck by lightning by chance?
But what?
Out of character,
Yeah,
I have a branch, or
But you-
like a
but you can't
sliver
really-
of tree.
You can
Struck by lightning.
only target yourself,
That's
Yeah,
weird.
that's
It's so random.
but yeah, it's you can
twig
cast a
of a
jump
tree
spell
that has
on
been
yourself
struck
at
by
will.
It's
and-
really cool looking, like the core of a tree that's struck by lightning. The wood gets all wavy.
Is it
from-
like the staff that your character's using?
no, like I at home I have a sliver
Oh.
Chris.
of the core of a tree that's
I'm gonna
been
mess
struck
this
by
up.
lightning.
Okay.
And it's all wavy because of the way the lightning went through it.
Or is somebody else about to ask something?
Which creature the creature's jump distance is tripled until it's fallen.
We have a twig that has been struck by lightning.
No, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Is that what is that?
That would
for?
make fantastic jewelry, though, wouldn't
Which
it?
will-
Oh, it's in
Does
the
it
spell
call?
component patch.
Yeah, if it doesn't require,
Or if you have an arcane focus, you don't
if it does, yeah, if it doesn't require, if it doesn't require
Like
actual
value?
money,
Okay.
like it will tell you next to it a gem that requires so and so GP, or in the case of Hero's Feast, I think it requires like a gold crusted bowl worth worth about 1,000 gold points or something.
There's one that's like silver dust, but it doesn't have like a value. It just is like
Yeah, if it doesn't have like a
holy
specific,
water.
if it doesn't have like a specific value to it, understand, then you do not need a component to cast the you do not need to buy that component. Just assume that you have it, or you have a focus that can.
Okay.
If you have it, which with your warlocks, you should have one of the. You should have a focus actually
I
as
have
a
an
warlock.
orb.
Yeah, if you have a focus, then you don't need it.
Okay.
Then you don't need any
So
material.
you said this ring is how much again?
300.
What's the ring for?
Ring of jumping.
Ring of jumping.
So you can jump?
You cast a jump spell as a
As a
bonus
bonus
action,
action at will.
but only on yourself.
Right. So basically, you wear it, you get to jump triple your normal jump distance.
Yeah, it's pretty
What's
cool.
your normal jumps? Is it your go?
What were you thinking about something? Oh yeah, who you messaged me? Sorry.
It's not
Are you
bad.
fine? I could it's 300. I could definitely use it as the rogue.
Most of us can use it.
Hey, could use that. It'd be awesome to have.
Yeah,
But
we'll
yeah,
have
the
enough.
rogue would benefit most.
I don't have enough though, do y'all?
No.
I mean, if no one bought anything, so
Unless
we
I
got
mean
here.
somebody borrowed.
I probably
from
would
Nah,
have
somebody.
avoided.
just leave that to us.
Ken
and I are plotting.
Alrighty.
Okay, good.
But,
Basically, yeah, he'll sell like cheap. He has cheap to very expensive jewelry, but basically this store is for either A, and for any of y'all who want this ring, or B, if you want to buy, you can acquire precious gems or metals.
Yep.
Y'all are collabing because y'all, these two of y'all have to come together on this.
yeah.
At
Oh,
least.
well, we're telling the DM this. We're plotting.
Cast these spells with it. You have everything you could cast these spells with it.
Wait, I'm gonna steal it from you.
So he just sits the ring down
You can wishbolt.
and
Okay.
he says,
Oh wait, which pool do I
think this is
do?
What did you explain to him what it was?
no.
Oh.
That he just tells
Oh,
him that.
shit.
I don't think this would be useful for me, and he sits it down. I'll ask if any of my companions are interested.
What is it, sir? Do you know?
Well, I could tell you, but that would require. Well, yeah, it would be a service I am performing for you.
Oh,
Fair enough. How much do you charge for these services?
Let's see. Something reasonable.
Well, it's not letting me look anything up. It's just showing me what I have.
Actually,
Plus, I hate to say this, and so much time, but this will require some level of
Deception.
not deception per se, persuasion.
Yeah,
You're trying to persuade him to pay for your service, but
let's see.
depending on how much you ask for, will determine the DC.
Makes sense.
Of course. Oh yeah.
Glad.
Any of y'all
Do you think 10
at all? I mean, it's just
Well,
fucking jewelry.
So
as a player,
All
as
I
a
need
former
is the
GM, the
medallion.
way I would price this is
Medallion.
spell
Shit, I don't got any diet.
how much it costs for spell
Like,
services.
I'm gonna need this if I'm gonna kill y'all later.
But unfortunately, my internet's not working
Your internet?
on my tape.
What are you looking? What are you trying to look up?
Spell services.
Okay, where's it?
Yeah, you need that.
Wait, say that one more time.
Spell
The
services.
cost for
Spell
spell
ser-
services.
Oh, okay, which I don't have.
No, you can't cast that spell either.
what is it?
It states a UD.
One
Which
quick
Which spell
formula
doesn't have a
is
money component?
square of the
Remember, if it
spell
doesn't have
level
money
and then
added or
multiply
like any kind of gold value,
multiplied
you
by
don't
10.
need it.
Oh, okay.
It'll
So
say,
this
like,
one,
it needs to
it's
be a
off.
diamond
It
worth
shows some
500
services. It does say
It says that's
maybe
good.
identify would be their suggested price. I don't know.
It's
Two-
10
oh,
Because that's what I
okay.
told.
Oh man, I called that.
Because
Okay.
it's first level where it's still 1, multiplied by 10.
GP. Okay. Roll me a persuasion check.
Of course, if I'm going to haggle,
Mind you, for the service fee itself, the DC is set at 10.
He could go off my stats.
No.
Damn.
Can you assist him?
You know.
No.
No.
If
No,
I
no.
assist
This
him with,
this would definitely be a case where I will allow somebody to use the help action.
if I assist him, it might jeopardize our plan.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
let's see.
Oh shit! I'm curious now. Yeah.
I'm just kind of looking
Well-
around the shop at the different stuff.
Yeah.
His
You
character,
see,
like,
he is lawful neutral.
he is lawful neutral. Like, I'm like, I still have to break myself out of Jet a little
Yeah.
because I'm used to playing Jet.
If this was Jet,
If this was
Jet
Jet,
would
like
get it. He would already have it in the
Oh
bag.
yeah.
this is, yeah.
charm person.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, because Julie.
So now,
Yeah, but if you're looking around, you actually see some pretty. Oh, sorry.
typically, a service like this is worth around 10 gold pieces. So that's my I'll take it or leave it.
Go ahead and roll persuasion. Again, the DC's low. I'm just gonna put it at a flat 10. I know with you that might still be.
Like a nat 1.
What? You would.
Well, good thing we're not in
You
combat.
would get a fucking nat 1.
Get him out of your system now, just in case we get into battle.
Too late.
We need to go.
We're going into battle.
Alright, he's pissed off at you now.
No, he's not pissed off.
No.
He wouldn't get pissed off. You know, the more I think about it, the mystery itself is exciting, though. Wouldn't you say?
Wow.
You could, let's see. Yes.
I got this mysterious magic ring. It could do anything. It could shape universes. Or it could just simply summon a gaseous goblin. Who knows? Either way,
Goblins leave us.
All right.
I don't.
You enjoy peddling your wares away. And he just walks away.
Just hear a visible.
It's a nat
a
one.
visible.
I can't. There's
Yeah.
no way I can't give it to you.
You still got
You actually see him close it up, and you see him pull out a little device. How does this do it again? There. Okay.
Let's see. Just tell you.
Did you want something?
No, I'm good.
If you want.
Well,
Character,
then if you
he
change
tells
your
him
mind,
it's a
let me
ring
know.
of
I'm
jumping.
here to serve.
Yeah, and then away from earshot, the innkeep or the shopkeep,
Shopkeeper.
and then he tells him, but if you want to make a deal, you could just tell him that I told you it was a ring of warmth.
Ah.
Okay. A ring of warmth, huh? Oh, that was one of the ones that almost came up, and I was just kind of like, that's lame. We're gonna go with something else.
Makes
Because
sense.
I was
Okay.
looking for ring of warmth.
Oh man, he has no reason to believe me. He has like
I mean, if you're-
zero reason to believe me.
I mean, if you got a good enough deception.
Well, I mean, you are my party, and if you say I told you is this, then
Okay. All right. Okay. Let me give this a try. So I go up to him.
Yes, sir.
I just spoke with my friend over there, the one that was interested in your magic ring. And if I can tell you what he told me it was.
Good.
Yeah. Would you like to know?
Why would you undercut your friend like that?
Because I want it.
Really? Is it something valuable?
Not really. It's do you really want to know?
For free, of course.
Sure. I'll tell you for free.
What's that?
It's a ring of warmth.
Deception check.
No, wait. I'm gonna add on to that.
I'm missing some of my dice in here, actually.
I'm gonna add on to that to see if I can possibly get advantage on this. And between you and me, I actually come from a place really far down south, like way down south, where it's warm all the time. It's kind of cold up here. Hence the reason why I'm wearing this very warm outfit all the time.
The thing is, with things like advantage, it would take more of an outside help rather than you
That's
flagging
fair.
it differently. But hey, go for it.
Cool.
It's actually pretty decent.
Hmm.
Is this like the one time you rolled bad on this? Huh?
Nope.
Oh, you rolled very well.
Didn't very well.
I rolled. This probably isn't going to be as good as your bonus to deception.
Yeah, no. That's a 19 in total.
You I rolled a 15 and plus 1, so 16. So yeah, he's just kind of like, that's fascinating. What does a ring of warmth do?
It does exactly what it says it does. It
Keeps
makes
you
you warms
warm
up your
during the
body.
cold. Well, for something like this, I think 300 would be the right price. Once you think about our cold weather out there, somebody who just simply could wear this, and they won't have to worry about those baggy clothes of yours.
Oh yeah, I know. But
Like-
you know what? In all honesty, how long?
Plus, an adventurer who wants to go up on the, who wants to really discover the more mountains could really make use of this.
All they have to do is wear warm clothes, and it's a hell of a lot cheaper than 300 GP.
Yeah, no. But I figured I could
Yeah.
convince what them.
That's how you convince them that it's not worth that much money.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah. Okay. A thought occurs.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody wanted to stay warm, then they would buy much warmer clothing, which would be much cheaper than a ring of warmth.
True, but counterpoint would be much more relaxing. Being able to walk outside in nice, brisk, warm clothes with this simple ring on, or to pad yourself up on unnecessary clothing. Do so.
Counterpoint. In a surviving comfort is hardly the point.
You're right. So if somebody needs this to survive,
Fuck.
You just talked yourself right out.
I know.
I would-
No, this is fine.
Just
This gives
shut
me
up
practice.
with that, yeah.
I would totally bullshit it what the ring actually was.
That's what I'm trying to
they're
do.
bullshitting that it's a
No, I know.
that it's a ring of warmth, which
I would have said something. I would have said like a lower level spell or something like that.
well,
This
basically
is
already
close.
the
Situation, you're not going to have that cash. You're gonna take what you can afford,
Yeah.
well if you're
which is furs and whatnot.
so
Okay. My point.
listen, I see that you're trying to cut a deal. Give me a price and we'll see what we can
Well, what I'm saying is that I doubt that anybody's going to be willing to pay $300 for something like this. So, if you were to say throw it in for 130 gold,
friend. 130. That's not even half what it's worth to me personally. You see, the reason why I set it at 300 was because I was consulting my friend who probably could have identified it now that I thought about it, and he said 300 is usually the going price for even the lowest.
I'm gonna have to use up the rest of my gold.
So I'm willing to maybe work with you just because you have a cute face, but you're gonna have to work with me.
Okay. How about 160?
I was thinking more of 250.
I mean, it's still.
Price range.
You need help? I insist. You want to borrow some money?
You
to
can't
pay back
always
later?
bum off cash from someone else and they can pay you back later. I mean, it is a decent item.
I'm just thinking that it could come in handy for like.
Actually, you didn't even
infiltrations and
roll
stuff.
persuasion for that. Roll me persuasion first before you get that 250, buddy.
Okay.
Persuasion.
I mean, you can always.
Would you like to confirm
Nat 20?
the blue?
Yeah, that's a nat 20.
You know what? 220 then, just for the nat 20.
220.
Just bump some cash out to someone else.
Let me ask gold of their yeah, so I come to you guys. Alright, so it's a ring of jumping. I'm thinking for infiltration purposes that could really come in handy if we're really gonna be getting ourselves into dangerous situations. Problem is that I was able to talk him down, but only down to 220. I can offer 160. So
So you need extra.
yes, unfortunately. My hubris got the better of me
Well,
when I paid extra to that
I
smithy.
doubt I'm going to get what I want right now. I can lend you the.
I'll give you.
What was it? 80. What he needs.
He needs 80?
60.
Yeah,
60.
Yeah,
No,
60.
you're right. 60.
I can lend you the 60.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I would do 20, but
Then in that case,
I was gonna
when
give
we
him 22.
come back from our successful mission, I will pay you back immediately.
Sounds good.
I owe 60 to us.
Because the thing I want right now is an arcane Gilmore, and I doubt anyone's gonna have to rely on it. Well, it's only uncommon, so it's anywhere between 100 and 500 GP, which I can afford if it's or I have to afford mid range. But like, I doubt anyone's gonna have it.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is ask our good my elven friend that has the ear to the king and see if he can make it for me while we're going down south to fight some shadows.
So you return towards them?
I return with the with 13 platinum pieces, as well as
90 gold.
90 gold.
Alrighty. It's not. You have a deal.
We have an accord.
Lovely. You know, I will kind of miss this ring, but I'm glad it's going on to somebody like you.
You flatter me, good sir.
Well,
Wow.
believe me, if you're one of the more brutish ones, you wouldn't be cutting such a deal. I would not cut such a deal.
Oh, so you this on appearance then?
I own a jewelry shop, sir.
Well, I mean, towards people as well.
I own a jewelry shop, sir.
Fair
I
enough.
use this to help enhance and in some cases improve people's natural looks. If you're asking me, I'm shallow, yes.
I would never suggest such a thing. I'm merely making an observation.
Of course. Enjoy your ring.
Certainly will.
Hope it keeps you warm at nights.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure it will.
So,
You're welcome.
Thank you.
so that's basically the only item of interest, unless anybody is interested in material components. So shopping took y'all a little while. If y'all still got the temple to visit,
Yeah.
to
Oh, yeah,
Temple
yeah.
of Deo,
We still need
of
to, we just need to
Dao.
go see this Penelope cheek.
Yeah, we need to hire.
And if y'all want to, y'all could try to travel back, but y'all will probably be doing it around nighttime. Or so y'all do know y'all could stay at the end here for free.
I say first we go to the temple.
Alrighty, so y'all go back to the temple.
The temple of what?
Or not, yeah, you haven't been to the temple. Temple of Deo. D-A-O.
Deo.
Probably Dao, whatever.
I would say Deo. Sounds good.
Deo.
Deo.
Daylight come and we walk. Now I want to watch Beetlejuice.
Right?
I want to watch Bohemian Rhapsody.
Good movie.
Good one.
I don't have fun to see Elton John.
It's a good movie. That's a good movie.
That one
Oh
was
yeah,
good too.
Rocketman.
Yeah.
Rocketman, yeah. Wow,
That was a really good one.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen that one.
I enjoyed Bohemian a little more than Rocketman.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too, but it's still both.
I mean, I love Elton John, but yeah, I would imagine that Freddie Mercury was a much more eccentric character.
Yeah.
Well, they're both great
So,
movies.
Temple
Oh
of
yeah,
Down.
it's always
But,
nice to
yeah.
see the story in life of somebody like that.
Yeah.
Deo.
Deo.
Deo, Dao, I don't know, fuck it.
What's the city, the
Rin.
kingdom?
The kingdom is Kuruvasian.
Ruvasian? Okay, and the city where
It's
capital
the
city?
none of the villages really have their own individual names.
Okay.
The capital would be Kuruvasian as well.
Okay, so it's all Ruvasian.
Exactly.
Excuse me. Oh, alright. So,
So we'll go to the temple and y'all go, and it still looks like it's very much under construction, but y'all. What do y'all do? Y'all ask around, yes?
Yeah.
All right.
yeah, I'll look for the.
Somebody-
I guess the head.
Like the
If you ask
The
about it,
archdeacon?
somebody will point you towards this gentleman who is busy speaking with a few other clergymen, and he turns around. Yes, can I help you?
okay.
Good day, sir.
Good day to you as well. Which are you here to give your blessing, to seek blessings from the Lord Dio himself?
Ah, well, actually, would you like to explain, or would you like me to?
You have the
You have the
you
letter.
have the letter.
No, that's true. I present him the letter given to us by the king.
He also takes notice of the tax collector who's with you. Also,
I'm here to speak to Penelope.
Penelope, you say? Oh, give me 1 second. He goes. He reads it up. So this is a contract agreement to where if Penelope assists you on this quest, you assist on taking her back to Grand Noah, yes?
That is
Correct.
correct.
Okay, well, before we do this, what do you wish for her to assist you with? She still is fairly new to her training. I don't want her to go in over her head.
True, and we have been briefed on this situation. We've been briefed on this much information at the very least. The truth of it is that we have a slight situation in town, and we could use all the assistance that we could use. And we believe that though her training might be at best, she could be a major asset to us in clearing, or shall we say, exercising a house.
Exercising.
There are
Exercising.
shadows,
I guess that's the best
Shadows.
word.
monstrous creatures that.
I know of shadows. They're
Alright.
low level and dead, but still dangerous in their own right. Still, I suppose this would be. I suppose this still would be a very. This would be a chance for Penelope to get her training in.
Precisely. Plus, she wouldn't be going in alone. With the aid of us,
Well, she's there to make sure y'all stay healthy, and if she can you go get Penelope for me? You see it, and tell her to get ready for travel. You, after a little while, you actually see this this halfling girl follow behind the follow behind the priest. She is dressed up in scale mail, having a shield, a holy symbol, which even if you don't pass the religion check, you can assume is of Reo, and a warhammer on her side. And she walks up and it's hello, you called for me, head priest Calvin, yes? Yes, Penelope.
head priest Calvin.
These folks right here wish to hire you of your service. In exchange, it's been agreed that they will safely return you to Grand Noah for your family. Oh, this is so wonderful. Hello there. She does a little bow. My name is Penelope Pippins, and I'm hoping I can be of use to all of you.
Good to meet you.
Likewise.
My name is Kanan Alistair.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Sir Alistair. He's not a knight.
Just
Oh.
Kanan.
Sorry.
It's alright.
And I am Asheen.
Asheen. Oh, an elf. I've met quite a few of you back at home.
You're, oh yeah.
None
Pleasure to meet you.
None quite a spell though.
Oh, I come from a faraway place.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. 1 second, and you see him whisper, speaking to Penelope. Perception check if you're interested in hearing what he has to say.
It's just
Nope,
3.
nat 20.
Natural 20.
I don't give a shit.
It's 22 total.
2.
14.
I rolled above
14?
a 10.
What'd you get?
19 total.
19. So 1, 2. You said nat 20, or you said nat 20, or you got shit.
I got a nat 20.
Nat 20, nat 20, 19.
So it's a 22 total for me.
What'd
Too
you-
low.
Too low. So
Yeah.
you,
I got
you,
4, so
so
don't
you,
feel
you,
bad.
and you, Vince, Cannon, and Julio, basically hear him say, "They're on orders for the king, so I'm vouching for His Majesty. But I know you want to help people, but keep your survival as a priority. If things go south, see to it that you make it out alive. I can't have it on my conscience knowing that I sent you to your death." Do you understand, Penelope? But, and you hear her whisper back, but aren't we supposed to help people? Yes, we're supposed to help the weak and sickly. They don't fall, they clearly don't fall into that category. They're adventurers, mercenaries, and, well, I'm sure I hope they'll take care of you, and I want to take care of them. Of course, Penelope, but you've never faced this kind of danger before. You have a family to go back to. Your siblings need you. Don't risk your life don't risk your life. Okay? Only take any risks as they're necessary. Okay, well, I'll take your counsel to heart. At her, and he's like almost look of like he doesn't want her to go, like the same way of like a parent would see their kid going off.
Understandable.
I expect you all to take good care of her. She is a very kind soul. She was sent here specifically for that. She's not a warrior at heart, but she is a healer. I'm sure she can do what she can to make sure none of you fall in battle.
And I'll do what I can to keep her safe.
Please do. Said.
Can we tell how old she is?
Okay, so to get an idea, DC's not going to be high, and you can do it untrained.
Yeah. I didn't roll that.
Oh, well, I don't know.
3,
13.
13,
I got an
I'm
8
smart.
total.
8,
So did I.
8.
I got an 11.
Okay,
I rolled
so
a 7.
I don't even have
you basically see a child. Like, as far as you're concerned, this is a little fucking girl who's probably 6 years old going with y'all.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
You two, you can't tell. Like, it's a halfling. And you two, assuming, despite how childlike halflings can look normally, y'all were able to gauge that she's probably in her late teens, early 20s.
Okay.
And
She looking like a halfling.
she
She's
looks
just a
like
young
a,
adult.
she
young
looks
adult.
basically she would look like a child to anybody who didn't know better, but to people who understand what halflings are, she looks like she's not. They're not thick with. Oh, this is a child.
She's a baby.
This is a child, and
Yes.
your history. You know your history. You can go into detail if you want on your history, but with your history, understand this is a child or at least somebody that looks like a child being flung into danger, about to fight dead and undead.
Just
One
another
should
day
not
in
matter
paradise.
about the stature of their size if they wish to be.
So
Penelope,
yes.
Oh, sorry.
how long have you been in training?
Well, I came here maybe 3 years ago. I was aimed to leave 6 months ago, but it was difficult for me to find passage. The priest insisted I don't go alone because of.
Your age.
I'm sorry. I mean, I was only about 15 when I got here, of course, but I'm much older now.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
She's an adult.
Yep.
And y'all who got there, and I would know this too. You probably wouldn't.
First time seeing a halfling?
Halflings have the same progressions as humans, so
No,
They
They just don't get very tall.
they just don't get very
They may look small in stature, forgive me, but
Yeah.
she's an adult for her age.
No, I'm used to it. You have to be when you live among humans, elves, and even dwarves. Dwarves hate being called small, though. That being said,
I'm sorry, what's that?
I said dwarves hate being called small.
That one's a dwarf.
No, she's actually human.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. You have connections with dwarves. That's right.
But they're certainly halflings. So, but what time are we leaving now? It's midday. Are we leaving now or?
It might be best to rest at the inn. before
We are
we
going
go
to rest at the inn.
You
If
rest.
you would prefer to rest here for the night, for one last night, then I'm sure none of us will hold that against you.
Yeah. Yes. I have a. Oh, I guess I got dressed for nothing. Yes, of course.
It's up to you. You can still come with us if you want.
No, I have a lot of friends, a lot of dear ones, people very kind to me that I would like to say my goodbyes to proper, and I'll meet y'all. Y'all are staying at the inn? Yes.
Why don't you meet us there first thing in the morning?
I will do just that. Yes, sir. Well,
Breakfast.
well.
One of us will.
Then I guess I'll bid you all good night.
You noticed what I did there, right?
Yeah, we'll get it for free. It's got
No. Yeah,
Look
but
forward
like,
to seeing you in the morning.
Well,
notice what
everything.
I just did. I just told her that one of you guys are buying her breakfast because I don't have a cent.
That being said, the king said that any expenses y'all have
Yeah.
Oh
Just
yeah,
remember
yeah.
that.
will be put forward to the
Yeah,
crown.
whatever. Let me have my thing.
So she gives a bow, and
Nah, you're right.
she does it a couple of times.
You don't need to be so formal.
Socially awkward. Oh, of course, I'm sorry. And
again.
of course, I'm sorry. And as she says she's sorry, she bows again. And she goes back to her own room. Well, goes back and not maybe necessarily to her room, but back into the temple.
I'll kill you.
Is there any other business you have with us?
I think that's everything, unless we want.
I do go back to Nevian.
If y'all do go back, y'all will see. If y'all have the tax collector with y'all, the guards will actually let y'all in right off the bat. So that shouldn't.
Yeah, I do tell the tax collector. I do want to talk to Nevian one last time before we retire for the evening.
Oh, okay. Well, I need to be there at the end to confirm y'all's association with the king. So maybe did y'all all want to come, or did y'all want to wait at the end for me?
I don't know about you, but I could use some sleep.
Well, again, I would have to.
It'd probably be easier if we went with you then, huh?
Yes. Just for the time being, we'll make our business quick, and then we'll make it straight back to the inn.
Sure. I'm fine with that.
Alrighty. Wonderful. I will go ahead and
Onward.
y'all go back to the inn. Y'all he tells y'all to the audience chamber and just Nevian, yes?
Yes.
I'll go fetch him. And he said, they spent so much money. and as he's coming out, Nevian's right behind him. Yes.
I do have a request for you.
Yes.
Looking in the around the town for magical equipment, I did notice. What you've already told us as to be a severe lack of magic items.
Mm-hmm.
But I was informed by one of the shop owners in town that you may be capable of creating some.
I have some magical capabilities of my own right, but I haven't spent much time creating my own magical items, no. What did you have in mind?
Second level. You see, now he brings out his spell tome. There are magical tomes that can hold up more punishment than just mundane books.
Mm-hmm.
And some can be even enchanted to enhance your arcane abilities. And I was wondering if you were capable of creating such a tome.
What's the item called again?
Arcane Grimoire. It's an uncommon item.
Arcane Grimoire.
Well, the +1 version is just is an uncommon item.
He kind of looks at it, looks it up and down. I would love to, but like I said, one, I don't have much experience in crafting my own yet, and the big issue is how split my attention has been with my services to the king, the prince, and many other small tasks here and there. I'm afraid I cannot exhaust the time.
I understand.
Yeah.
I figured it couldn't hurt to ask.
Of course, again, my apologies. But when y'all do make y'all's way to Grand Noah, maybe even beforehand, I'm sure you might find others who are capable of helping out with this. And he hands you back your book as he's and he turns. Was there anything else anybody had wished to inquire of me?
Okay.
Personally, I think I'm alright.
Thank you. You know, King gave his, and I want to extend my gratitude for the task that y'all are doing and what you're doing for the people. I bid you all a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Much
Good night.
appreciated.
And he retires, and y'all return to the inn. Y'all get checked in. The tax collector speaks with the innkeep, says, you know, all expenses put it. He says, but keep it discreet, you know, all this and that, and then the tax collector returns to y'all, says all matters have been settled, and he bids you all a good night. And y'all do anything during y'all's rest there?
I will just eat, and if anyone wishes to speak about anything, then I'll talk, but if not...
One caveat, something I want to point out. I know a lot of y'all have a little extra people for y'all to talk with. I probably won't be doing that every night y'all take the long rest, but maybe when significant parts of your character stories happen, and maybe even like every now and then, but for now, we did a lot of role playing already, so I'm going to put a pin on that for tonight. But if y'all want to do any role playing amongst yourselves.
Are we at the end already?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna head to a room and I would infuse my weapons to something else.
Yeah. Any kind of stuff that you need to do for a long rest,
Okay.
changing spells, if you're a spellcaster that can change spells, infusing weapons, or whatever you feel like you can do during a long rest, go ahead and do that now.
Okay.
And if there's nothing important, y'all wake up in the morning for breakfast. Penelope meets y'all there. Y'all claim that, if y'all wish, claim that she's with y'all and she eats with y'all for free, and y'all get set up and ready to return to town.
Cool. Sounds good.
Or return to the village.
Yep.
Oh, well, this is exciting. I haven't been had a chance to travel too much around Cursebreakers, so I'm glad to see a bit of the countryside before we go.
Well, we're going to be...
Penelope, point your manners.
Penelope.
I'm so sorry. That was a very greasy breakfast we had, but very delicious.
Indeed, I'm sure it was.
That's not how a lady is represented.
I know.
I mean, she's a halfling.
I feel so ashamed of myself.
Well,
Well, it's more dwarven.
No wonder I think she's a child.
yeah. Just bear in mind, we will be going up against very deadly creatures.
Yes, and I've prayed for this. He told me exactly what y'all are going for, and I prayed for the spells I think would suit us best for this.
Good. Well, I hope your faith is as strong as your devotion is. That too.
All my characters are going to have a reputation of being gaseous.
You sure seem, not that I'm judging, but I'm just making observations. You sure seem ready for something like this.
I want to help people. I've never been much of a warrior, but plenty of people I cared for were slaughtered by orcs some time ago. My parents were able to hide me and my siblings away while the raid was happening, and, well, we were eventually saved by a paladin of Heronius. she took us back to Grand Noah, and I wanted to train under her. I wanted her train to do what she did. I didn't have the heart for it the more I thought about it. So that's why they sent me here. And this is my first chance to really put that training into action. You're helping the villagers, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
This raid from the orcs, was that here in Cursebreakers?
No. This was in the mainland. Like I said, most of my family now lives in Grand Noah. All my brothers and sisters, and I was sent here for training specifically because of the Temple of Rayo, who specialized in healers and peacemakers, not warriors.
I'm curious. Sorry. I'm curious about this paladin who saved you. Did you get her name?
Oh yes, her name's Jessica.
Jessica.
Yes, Jessica.
Oh, yes.
Jessica.
Still spelled with a J, or is it?
Probably, yeah. Go ahead and spell it as Jessica.
It's like Jennifer.
Yeah. So this was a character I put together well before I even knew The Witcher was a thing.
Well, Jessica is also a Mexican name, Hispanic name.
Yes. Paladin. Yes.
So, have we told you what we're going up against at the village, or at least what we know about it?
He told him God damn, I forgot that fucker's name already.
Calvin.
Calvin already told me everything. Now, going up against shadows, he emphasized to make sure that no one dies, so more shadows don't happen. And
I think there might be
he
more
said-
to it also.
he also told me if push comes to shove and we can't, and too many people fall, that we should burn whatever they're keeping down, they're staying in down, and let the sunlight take them.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, that would be
Mind you,
the worst case scenario.
they're hiring yellow for the
Yeah,
sake
they're
of
hired to
protecting
keep
the
the
village.
I know. Now I will tell you that I have my theories and suspicions about the whole ordeal. From what we learned, the grandfather of the children that essentially told us about this and hired us, he was a warrior. He has a magical sword in the house, which would be our payment should we succeed. But one thing I found very strange was the fact that after the great grandmother died, it seems that the attacks is when that's when the attacks began. Now, I hadn't really discussed this with any of you, but I believe perhaps the first shadow might be from the great grandmother.
That's horrible. Oh my. Why would she? Oh my.
Usually shadows they happen after someone is violently murdered. I'm wondering what exactly happened in that home.
Now, if I recall the story
I noticed
correctly,
not one of y'all bought the major healing potion. No, I'm looking at it.
Yeah, I didn't want to spend that much gold.
she died 8 years ago,
Right.
and it happened sometime after a fight
Well,
with the grandfather
Well, she.
over
it
selling
was-
the sword.
It was told to us that she disappeared.
Oh, she disappeared. Okay.
8 years ago.
The
Like, they
grandmother
never
disappeared.
They never specify. They don't know that she died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sure.
We just think that she's.
I think that she was.
Yeah. Yeah, you're thinking that she was the first one.
So that is heavy
And
speculation.
The mother, if I remember right, the mother was also attacked by a shadow.
You know that actually,
Or was it another
the father
sister?
died in the mines. The grandfather, and the grandfather himself was killed in his sleep by the shadow,
By
which
the there you go. That's
which
what it was.
which
The
the
little girl
daughter
saw.
which the daughter saw firsthand and traumatized her.
Right.
You also know that 2 people went in
Yeah.
to try to retrieve the sword and never came back out.
Right.
And at the moment, you theorize there's at least 4 shadows in there because of what you know. I believe. I don't know if I went into detail on what happened to their mother.
No.
Nope.
You just said that she. Oh no, it's a mother, right?
Nothing about the mother.
No,
No one
Nothing
knows
about
the
the mother.
grandmother disappeared.
not the mama.
It was the grandfather who was killed by a shadow, and the little girl saw him. That's right. Or saw the shadow kill her. Or
Kill
kill
him.
him.
Alright.
So, y'all continue down. It's going to be about a 2-hour trip.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'm just going to say that y'all made it back.
Cool.
And,
Alright. I guess I need to re-roll my important rolls for the day.
Oh
yeah, you never know. You could have needed that 15 for a persuasion check that you failed.
Right? I was
yeah.
gonna
What
vote for
persuasion that we failed?
Persuasion that he failed.
I got a 7 and a 13.
A 7 and a 13. Okay. Persuasion that he failed. And let's face it, if he tried lying about it being a ring of warmth, he probably would have felt that too.
Probably.
I wasn't even gonna bother.
What did you get? 5 and 13?
7.
7 and a 13. Okay, just keep those. You don't gotta tell me. I trust
Lucky and
you.
unlucky them.
True.
13 is an
Yeah.
unlucky number. So y'all make it back to the inn, and then you see the innkeep look at y'all, and I'm like, oh my god, I thought y'all died. Y'all never came back.
Yeah.
What happened?
We were kind of
Long
detoured.
story.
They were gone all night. We were hoping that maybe y'all thinned the herd a little. We were thinking about making one final raid in there.
Oh, no need to worry about that, good sir, because your goblin problem, as far as we can tell anyway, has been neutralized.
No kidding.
No kidding.
Well, that's wonderful news. Damn.
No, wow, you now.
Damn.
If
what?
I didn't know any
Damn.
better, I'd say you were disappointed that we
No.
survived.
Don't get me wrong. I'm happy y'all came back. So you remember how we said we were going to make one final raid going in there when y'all didn't return?
Oh, did they already go up there?
No. I wish. Because they would have came back for dead goblins. And that would have been fine. Fuck it. They would have wasted about a half hour's travel. Who cares? Mike and Ike went into the house to try to get that sword.
Mike and
They didn't
Mike.
come back, did they?
I told them not to go.
Oh, are you serious?
Was this yesterday?
This was like once it hit mid-afternoon, we just assumed the worst.
Yesterday.
Yes.
They're dead.
Yes.
Well,
So-
they were dead. Now I'm pretty sure they're back.
They're
Much for that candy.
Now
There-
there's at least 6 that we can assume.
We can assume.
I told them not to go. God damn it. Fucking pull up, you bastard. The little halfling whose name I forgot told him not to go, and I'm trying to look up his fucking name.
The kid?
Maybe.
No, the halfling that was,
Oh.
Tyke.
Yeah.
Jensen, I think.
You talking about the brother?
There was the 2 brothers, and then it was the other guy.
There was
There was a brother and a sister.
Giorno.
Girona.
Gerono.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gerono told him not to go. They tried to take Gerono with them, but let's face it, he was the smart one of the 3.
That's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
And we told him it wasn't worth it. But they said that if we had that sword, they felt like their chances would have been so much better. But yeah, so. We might have to burn the building down, son.
Well,
I think you should wait till we at least give a shot at it.
I mean, if you want to, it's morning. I'll give you this much. If you don't have it, if y'all go now, and you don't have them killed by noon when the sun's at its highest, I'm gonna assume you're dead. And joining them,
When the last time you saw the house, were the windows boarded up?
curtains were down and stuff. Technically boarded up.
But the sun.
Sunlight for the most part couldn't get in, no.
Okay. The best bet is to open or break those windows.
Yep.
As much sunlight going in as possible.
I can do that.
That would be wise.
Hey, don't mind me. Continue speaking.
How many doors that you are aware of?
There's well, if we're talking as a whole, what the fuck? Why do you keep breaking for? If we're talking about as a whole, there's the there you are, you bastard. There's of course the front door, the back door where the kitchen leads to, and then there's a door to the base. There's a door that leads to the basement, and then from the basement you can go up into the house as well. And of course, windows and other openings. There's a balcony that also has a doorway to it.
Okay. So open those doors and leave them open. Open the windows permanently, break them if you have to.
Sounds like a sound action. Start with the first floor, work our way up.
Do y'all want a good meal before y'all go? Y'all did have breakfast this morning, so.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
good.
only been 2 hours, right? Since
Yeah, it's
breakfast.
been about a 2-hour trek unless y'all were like fucking around or something.
We'll be
No.
fine.
Oh, by the way,
I think
that,
we're good.
that ring
We
does
need
need
a-
attunement, just FYI.
I figured.
Okay.
We need to
Need to get started.
get started quickly. We have a time limit by noon, after all.
Well, this is just. If we're gonna burn the house down, I want to do it when the sun's at its highest.
So hold off on that. I mean, if 2 people go in and they don't come out, they were overwhelmed. But with all of us going in, I
And
would
if
say
you
our
don't-
chances are better.
Yes, and let's say he
If we
turns.
don't come out, burn the
He
house.
turns towards the halfling. And he's just kind of like, "Did y'all trade that man for her?"
Oh no, we
Silas is not with. What?
yeah.
Oh. Do you want to explain this one?
Well, we figured we might need help with the shadows, and
Yes.
she is a cleric of Dio.
Oh, I heard that they put a temple down. Personally, I thought they should have put down. Damn it, I forgot the goddess of fucking farming and agriculture, but they chose Dio, so we got peace for this island, I guess. But yeah, and you just kind of see her look around these comments.
She's gonna help us keep us alive at least.
Oh, that's wonderful. You're gonna need it. Well, gentlemen, ladies.
Once we're done,
Yes.
we'll come back for the rest of the payment.
Oh, well. Yes. Well, while you're gone, not saying you're lying. If y'all came back alive, I'm pretty sure we'll send the halfling to fucking minus the fuck. We'll send the halfling to confirm the kills. I'm pretty sure y'all are very much telling the truth, and we should have the payment all ready by the time you get out of the building. Assuming you get out of the building.
I suggest you take the goblin bodies and burn them all.
Fair enough. Actually, you do know this. Only one, they have to be killed by the shadows.
No,
Because
that's
you
not
wa-
why.
Oh, okay.
I just tell him that though.
Okay.
Unless he asks.
Yeah, if it's nothing to do with it, yeah, sure, yeah. It's just like, I mean, we can do that, but why?
Dead bodies tend to attract other horrible things if they're just left in the open.
You know what? Not a bad idea. And besides, it'd be very therapeutic to see those little shits burnt. Anyways, okay, well,
That's fair.
good luck.
All right.
All right. Let's go dance with some shadows.
Dance with some shadows.
Dance in the pale moonlight.
So,
Dance with the devil in the pale moonlight.
So yeah, we'll go to the house.
Yeah, see
How
that-
big is the house?
it's a
Okay.
fucking mansion, dude.
Oh, okay.
Like legitimately speaking, when they said that it was I mean, I guess it wasn't, it's not like a giant mansion, I suppose, but it is well, you've drawn to my house before.
Yeah.
You know that big house that's off of Retta that has like its own yard and shit,
Yeah.
wide yard and shit, something about the size of that.
Okay, so it's a pretty good size then.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's like a 3-story. Yeah. So yeah, we'll go.
This was built for a basically a hero of the nation and something that his family could keep. Hence why the brother's really insistent on keeping it as is.
Historical value. I can understand that.
Well, I mean, it looks pretty old. No sense in burning it down if we can save it.
Agreed.
When we get close, do we see the front door open?
Yeah, wide open.
Wide open.
Wide open. No reason for them to close it behind them.
Ominous.
Wide open, darkened, like some dim lights peeking through from the windows and stuff, but and then of course from the door itself. But
How many footprints can we see leading into the door?
Is this the front door or back door?
Front door.
Depending on where y'all go, I guess if it's the front door, then
Yeah.
yeah.
Just go ahead and case the
I agree. As we're casing the place, I'll draw my sword and I'll activate my Rite of Flame.
perception check to see anything in the windows.
You know what? I want everybody. Yeah, you know what? Go ahead and make me a.
Take 2 damage.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Quick.
20 on the dot.
Chris.
Hmm.
I'm gonna test out my new ring. Jump up to the outside of one of the higher doors.
23.
Is there any ledges that look like I can jump up onto?
You did. He did mention before that. He did mention before that. Give me 1 second.
Sure, no problem. I'm gonna see if I can get the right floor again.
He didn't. You know what? Let me get to you before I type this down. He did tell you specifically, or tell y'all that there was a balcony that has another doorway entrance to it.
I'm trying to jump up to the balcony. Stealth. Quiet. Try to.
Can't you use your ring?
That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh.
That's what he's basically using to get himself up there.
Once you're up there, you can throw a rope down and you can climb up.
There's that, and I can also get a good look on the inside at the top floor.
What was everybody's perception?
23. No,
18.
20.
23, 18, of course.
I've been rolling low.
Don't worry, I rolled pretty bad on this
Do you
one.
need me to roll anything to jump up there?
Athletics check as you are jumping, but
I got a 4 on my perception.
We have 21.
Oh, you guys opposite of you.
Okay. Don't know athletics.
I got a roll good on mine.
I'm really good.
That's 15 in total.
with power of ring and jumping and everything else, yeah, you make it up to you. You're able to, vertically. Yeah, how many times is it allowed to double it? It's like 4 or 5 times.
Let's see, it's the jump spell, right?
Yes, it's the jump spell specifically.
Okay. Unless Ken gets to it first.
It triples your jump distance. That's all it says.
And it should. Dang it. Okay, so.
Yeah, the creature's jump distance is tripled until the spell ends.
So that includes vertical, but not a lot of people. A vertical jump compared to a horizontal jump. I'm gonna say yeah. Roll me a second athletics check.
That's a 19 on the die.
Okay, so basically you see Kent, his first jump, he hits up in the air, doesn't quite get the balcony, but he's able to get on like sort of like this ledge outcropping, and then from there jumping straight to the balcony, you land and you're on the balcony.
And then I'll do a perception check into, and like, is there a window right up here? Or
Yeah, there's a window you can look through. 20. What did you get? 18.
It's 23.
23.
She
And
got 21.
21.
12.
12 and nothing. Okay.
What do I see?
Sorry, blanket. 18.
18. So everybody over here don't see shit. You two, you're looking closely and you see like these ghastly black faces, seemingly made of pure darkness, occasionally wish by
Oh, well, I guess.
on the sides of the house where the sun isn't directly gleaming through.
6 feet high.
Before, and it's very quick, like a blink and you miss it type thing. Before disappearing back into the darkness, Young very much can confirm they are in there, and they are. You probably would be clinging to where the sun's gleaming in. You probably just see the blink of one, and it's the same one for the both of y'all. Kind of hard for y'all to really tell how much each one is. So what did you get?
Oh, it was 18 for perception.
So you look inside, and I'll say with your 18, give me a sec. With your 18 looking straight inside into the house, you're able to maybe catch the glimpse of a single shadow before suddenly seeing
Is it
it.
dark inside?
Oh yeah, like for the most part, even with the sun being what it is, yeah, like there's a certain, with it being early morning, there's a side of the house, the back side of the house where the sun's rising from, and you're basically in the front area of the house, where the sun's shining isn't as prevalent.
The,
Huh?
I'll take my message.
Oh, okay.
the what was I gonna say? Oh, the doors. Are there? Are they like on? Is there a porch nearby or something that we can tie the doors to? Like the handle, tied to keep them open.
It just.
Oh.
Yeah, if you bring the doors all the way back, I could say you could brace them there with a rock or something.
I'll brace open the back door and then turn to the front.
Okay. You brace the doors open. Oh yeah, you texted me a bit of something.
Yeah, and I sent you something earlier too that I'm sure you're gonna like.
Oh yeah, even with, you know what? With that going on for you, I mean, I'll say that you maybe caught glimpses of like 2 of them.
Good to know.
Like outside of that. Oh yeah, I've seen that already.
I figured. But
That's a new character. That's a character that gets introduced to it later.
oh, I know.
But yeah, you're just kind of like, yeah. I mean, outside of that, you're able to just tell the house is still very, very well furnished. It looks like there was maybe some. Well, no, you're in the upper area, and actually, you're actually right now. You're at the balcony. You're actually right at the master bedroom. You can see a clear shot at the.
And I can tell that there are 2 of them.
You can tell that there's at least 2 in that particular room, but you can see the sword mounted on the wall in the master bedroom.
So there's the prize.
But as soon as they appear, you also see them just as quickly whisk into the dark. Like you can tell that shadows are going to make very good. They make very good use of the darkness that they're in.
Makes sense.
So we see you on the balcony, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll call up to you. Are there windows near the door there?
There's a doorway,
Yeah.
like a door that you can open up that leads into there.
Yeah. I'll.
Yeah, there's probably a window on one side of the door.
Just because I don't know. Just because I don't know if these things can actually commune or like can hear us.
That's a good question. Maybe we'll check that.
I'm going to go ahead and write something on a piece of parchment
Okay.
and crumble it up and drop it down to you.
Okay. Now, would I know if these things can talk or understand?
They have, from what you know, they don't speak.
Well, they're undead, so they probably don't.
They don't speak. You know that they're not mindless like a typical zombie would be, but they're not super intelligent.
So I'll unfold the
Sorry.
paper.
It just says, I saw 2 shadows up here in the master bedroom, as well as the sword.
Okay. I will just say, I'm not worried about the sword. You're gonna open the door, brace it against something so that they won't close it on you. And break the windows. And after I brace the doors, I'm gonna go around every window I see on the first floor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna break it.
Same.
Okay.
Is there anything you want me to brace the door?
Brace the door open in case you need to get
Oh,
out.
brace it open.
And if they decide to close it on you when you're in there, it's gonna make it hard.
Are
Keep
we
it
all
open.
gonna
At least I
climb
can
up to the balcony?
jump out one of the windows. You guys.
I recommend we climb up to the balcony. Throw a rope down. If we start up from there
And we can
And-
actually flush them out from.
and get
Top
get
to
all
bottom.
all the windows open,
Yeah.
flush them down to the basement.
You coming down with something, Ken?
Apparently, I got a frog in my throat.
So, alright, you have rope.
I do.
I gotta grab another.
You want to throw it? Go for it.
Yeah.
Do I need to roll right now?
Make a strength. Make a check.
18.
Athletics if you want to really go all in, because it's throwing. So if it's 18, you nail it. You get it all.
18 plus 5.
Oh yeah, you got it.
You got this, bruh. Yeah, you catch it. It clings. You're just kind of like,
Well,
And-
I'll tie it up on something.
well, if it's a grappling hook. Well,
Oh yeah, it's a grappling hook.
if it's a grappling hook, you catch it.
Never mind.
That being said, as he braces it, what's your passive? Your passive's 13, right? It's one of the better ones.
I believe so. Let me double check real quick. 13. Yeah.
So as he braces it and he puts his weight on it, this is a guy wearing. You're now wearing half splint, right?
now.
Yeah, you see him.
Sword,
Just,
shield on the back. Yep.
yeah, you're just
Actually,
seeing him
it's on
doing it, and you can, as you're looking at this, you can tell the balcony's having difficulty holding his weight. It's just like.
That's fine.
What a 13 passive perception notice that.
He's right next to it. Like he's literally right where the grappling hook is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and where y'all are standing, probably not. But for him being right there, like right in front of the grappling hook, he could probably easily be able to tell that it's having trouble holding its weight. So just keep that in mind.
I'm going to try and. It's probably not gonna. What's the balcony made of? Wood?
Yes.
I'm going to try and find a means in which I can stab. I'm going to stab my. I think short sword probably better. I'm going to stab my short sword through one of the wood planks that, like, right in between the hooks of the grappling hook.
Mm-hmm.
Just to give it some more reinforcement, or try to give it more reinforcement.
Okay, repeat that one more time. I'm sorry.
I'm going to stab my sword into the floor of the balcony,
Uh-huh.
like in between the hooks of the grappling hook, to just try and give it some more reinforcement.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that working. To some degree. Basically,
I'm just giving it more support.
awesome.
Can I do an intelligence check to realize that this thing is too old to support a lot of people's weight?
Sure.
Probably
Go
not
for
going to be
it.
able to get everybody up here.
I mean, that could be.
All right, that's. I'm rolling great this evening.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Who knows? Maybe you'll be rolling like fire, or I'll be rolling like shit once the actual combat starts. What'd you get?
Oh, 9 total.
Oh yeah, you're just kind of like, this is a great plan.
Yep.
So, what do y'all do from there?
Well, if I notice that the grappling hook is that the balcony doesn't look like it's going to support very much weight, I'll go ahead and do exactly what I did before. Write on a piece of parchment, crumble it, drop it, let them catch it, read it.
I catch it and read it. What's it say?
You're too fat. No, I'll just say, I'll just write down briefly, balcony seems old, may not support weight of entire party.
Alright.
Well, looks like we'll have to go through the front door.
I'll release the rope. Maybe we could send the lighter people up. So I'll go to the front door.
That's very much a possibility.
I'll be with you to the front door.
Well,
So who are the lighter ones? things.
With the way
Whereas
I'm
wasn't I able to
going,
break the window
I'm gonna
all around
fall
first?
on the way climbing up,
It
so
will be
I,
an athletics check.
I will follow behind our great fighter here.
For anybody who feels like they want to climb up, go for it. You will be given an athletics check. For anybody who feels like they want to go through the front door, go for it. Split the party. Why not? Sounds awesome. Do what y'all gotta do.
We're both in the same area. We should be fine.
So who's going up with the thief?
So he's already up there. Who's going up there with him?
Yeah.
It has to be one of the lighter characters, which is not you,
Nope.
because you're wearing heavy armor too.
It'd be the mages.
And
would
probably
be-
not you.
No, it's not going to be me.
It'd be the
It'd be
three
the mage
mages.
party.
It would be the mage party. Yeah.
So send these three in
Let's do
from the
an
bottom.
acrobatics.
Oh, you know what?
It's not an acrobatic.
Oh,
it's
It's athletics.
Oh, never mind. I got -1 that shit. I'm going
Oh
to-
shit. What about Penelope?
Don't you got wings?
No, Penelope's
No,
got
No,
armor.
not till it's
Penelope
Oh,
is
yeah,
smaller
what?
in general.
Told
Like,
her
so
what
she's
level
not
already.
probably as
She's
heavy.
got armor and she's got that
But she
heavy ass
is-
hammer.
But she is wearing, like, she does have a shield. She does have a shield that she's been carrying with
She's a
her.
hobbit. I can pick her up and throw her up there.
She's basically
Oh,
clad in
wow.
armor,
Idea.
bro.
One of us heavy can.
I've seen Lord of the Rings enough.
Up there.
They can throw a door, but I can throw a
Problem
hobbit.
with attunement's going to take a while to actually become attuned to it.
So
That's right,
this
right.
is what's gonna happen. You're gonna jump up there and then crash right down.
Roll initiative.
Yeah, no joke. I'm what? Keziah
Can you
and
get up there?
Ashin.
I'm light, but I have a -1 to my check to get up there.
Me too.
I have.
Looks like
I
you're
have-
on
I have
your
0.
own, Kent.
Oh, good.
She's stronger than both
Yeah.
of you.
Or
I'm-
you back down.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm coming back down.
Funny enough, Penelope has a 14 in strength.
Damn.
Nice.
Yeah, she could make it up there.
All right, so you're coming back down.
Yeah, I come back down. I
I-
bring your grappling hook with
Oh,
me.
okay. I was gonna do it myself.
Well, you
but
can
okay,
you
cool.
can undo his grappling hook while it's up there.
Yeah.
Well, so much for that plan.
Uh,
Put it
Yeah.
in my pack.
But at least we got.
Pull out a
At
tinder
least
box,
we know that
start
there are
clicking
two
some stones.
how are you
there.
coming
I light up a
Yeah.
torch. Let's get going.
So
I guess I'll-
Was I
guess
able
I'll-
to? Was I able to break all the windows on the first floor?
yeah. You're just. I'm not even gonna make you roll. You're just taking the butt of your sword.
Should
Just
I,
like.
should I still break the windows at the time?
I would have if I was you.
Okay.
I'm
yeah.
only saying to do it because the more light gets in, the less that they can move around comfortably.
Yep.
You can isolate them in certain parts. They're not going to go outside.
That's a good point. All right, yeah. Whatever windows are up there, I will shatter. I don't care if it sets them off or not. We're about to bum rush them anyway.
I mean, as far as you can tell, there's no hands reaching out for y'all when you shatter these windows.
Okay.
As a matter of
one of them pulls you in.
In that case, I'll leave the grappling hook for now, and I'll just
let me check.
slide down.
Right.
No point in trying to. No sense in trying to be fancy about this.
Okay.
Here we go.
If
Tanks
you're going
first.
first, I'll be right behind you.
Yeah, I'm going first. Got a torch in one hand and one sword in the other.
We want to set up the board.
We have.
Here's the thing.
13
Yeah,
minutes.
13
So,
minutes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So for now,
we probably want to call it then.
I want everybody to go ahead and roll me initiative, and let's go ahead and get that down on paper.
Now, bear in mind, you're not going to have Sean's initiative.
Yeah,
We
we'll
can
just.
make him roll
we'll-
this time.
15.
We can
15 also.
12, 6.
What?
What? You got a low roll?
That's your spellcaster.
So honestly, it's cleric that you want to go last.
Yeah.
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 I got a 17.
If you got 15, you said you got 15 too, Julio?
Yeah.
Alright, what did you
I
get?
got a 19.
Alrighty, 19 for
17 for Kent.
17 for Kent. Kent's not going first
for
round.
Abigail.
Nope. Not this time.
12 for me.
I'll wait.
12
till
for
you're ready.
Arya. Kidding.
Did you do the plus thing?
No, 6.
You got 6.
You want any bonus?
Kent, you said 17?
She has
Yep.
that plus 1 initiative.
And Abby
Did you
got
roll a five?
18.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what did, and you got 6?
She got 6. We can go boom boom.
Hey, boom, boom.
Oh, nothing for Silas yet, so I'll go ahead and increase his.
To be announced.
To be determined.
Penelope
TBD.
got a
TBD.
grand total of 9.
Ugh.
And now let's check out the initiative for The shadows. Farther shat starts, I'll tell you that much.
Shit.
Sounds good to me.
It's perfectly fine for me.
That's cute.
Oh, that's, oh wow, natural 20 on that one.
I wish I would have put more of your face on there though. Yeah, I said I wish I would put more of your
Okay.
face on there.
So they are a mixture of really bad and really good.
I got big head.
Ooh,
And do we want to go ahead and cut it early?
I mean, there's nothing else really.
I mean, there's, I don't know how much, I don't know, I mean, we could put the board and go into a round, but I don't know, but it's literally going to be
There's
maybe
no
a round.
point. There's no point in setting it up. We're just gonna knock it
Yeah,
down.
we
in
could
a few
because
minutes.
that way
We
we're
can
ready for
start
next time.
right at
We're ready,
combat.
we'll have it, if Sean's here, Silas could be rushing in, just being like, can't believe y'all left me there, I ran all day just to get here. They'll have 1 point of exhaustion. No, I'm just kidding.
And I ran.
I'm kidding.
Away. Yeah, I was like, you get to see my turn for time being. I just ran. Until I get here.
Yeah, well, you're usually here soon enough to where we won't end a round. So, like, just try to get here ASAP, and like, I'll put a pin on your turn until your turn comes back around. We'll just assume that it's whatever with Abby. Alrighty.
So real talk. Well, I guess we'll say goodbye for now.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Good night,
Sorry for
kiddo.
joining us.
Good night.
10
Bye.
minutes, 10 minutes sure as hell
Bye-bye.
ain't worth doing the setup for.